So, what do you guys want to do while you wait?
Can we watch through? Does anyone have a pair of binoculars?
You're not that close.
What?
It was a
Binoculars?
The fight was a day's travel away from you all, so no.
Does anyone have a Does a telescope look further than binoculars?
No.
Oh.
And even if it did, it wouldn't be able to see that far.
Oh.
Depending on if it's a day's travel and they start middle of the day, we could just scry one of them and see what's going on. Like once we feel like they're gonna start fighting.
I guess we'll just wait today and see what happens. Guess in the meantime, Ada will be getting the blood elementals from the Duragar.
Ooh. I guess they did technically agree, so long as you drank with them.
No, technically about it, they agree.
Technically, yes.
Wait, did Glue follow us?
You haven't left the area you were in, so no.
I thought we did. We traveled
No. You did not travel. You talked and sent the faction forward because the battle was a day's travel away while you all chose to stay here.
Wait, no, I swear... Can you go to
You
the
did.
map real quick?
We're on the map.
Really? On my screen, we're on the map with... Hold on, let me reload. Maybe that's why my brain's being funky, because on my screen we're on the map with the forest and the glue and Lilu was there. Okay, there we go.
Oh,
Yes.
you mean this map?
So-
The map is not a very good indication of what you want.
So here's the issue that I have with this. Your token here is showing you where the faction went. You all chose to stay here, so technically you're still in the spot there.
I
You
thought
all
we
didn't.
started from here.
Yeah, we just start from here.
Yeah.
And then I don't know how long. I can't remember how long we've been traveling for. So
Like,
Oh, yeah.
years.
Apologies. I don't have a map for the in for that spot, I don't think. So we're just going to reuse the map.
Alright.
Honestly, Glue following you probably would be something he would do, though.
Yeah, I know. It's just why I was wondering, because I was expecting Glue to follow, but not Lilu. Ludi, sorry.
There we go. There you go.
Alright.
The halfling and her child aren't here.
A halfling child. Oh yeah, Adel's going to be getting blood elemental from the Duragar, and Beastie's just going to be training with a halberd so she can eventually use it properly.
Alright. I will need an athletic from Beastie.
Wow.
Good start.
Great start. Same brain, dude.
Alright. So, for some reason you decided that you're going to try something new today. You grip the halberd backwards as Sinclair watches you flail uselessly with the weapon.
How on earth do you wield a halberd backwards?
I don't know, but you found a way.
Like, mine's away.
It's like reverse gripping a bow staff. That ain't how it works. But I guess she found a way. And
Well, I mean,
You're holding it the blade side.
yeah, one end is the pointy end, and you're probably holding it through.
I see. She's holding it like a bat, and she's holding the blade.
Yep.
Beastie will like just rub her probably bloodied hands and be like, why isn't this working? Most strange.
Goblin dear,
Yes?
do you realize there's a... Do you notice a pain in your hand at all?
She looks to her hands. Oh. Yes.
That would be why.
Maybe me need gloves.
Maybe you need to hold it so the pointy end goes towards the other guy.
Who's saying this? Thorgrim or Gloomhollow?
LB, she's gonna come on over.
Silly elf. That's what people expect.
That is typically because that is the way that works.
Yes, but what if I do it in a way that doesn't work and it works?
That's not how not working work.
She grins.
I fear your astounding logic has won the day once again. I have been stymied.
Deep breaths.
Don't
Joey
worry.
saying it.
Beastie will just walk over and pat her on the thigh. Don't worry, elf. With enough study, one day you'll be smart as Goblin.
I both look forward to and dread that day immensely.
Excited yet terrified.
I've made Beastie's Goose now have a red health bar. You're
Yay.
welcome. That's how you can differentiate them.
Angry goose.
Her goose is named Duck, thank you.
You now need two more geese. One more named Duck and the other one named Geese. Or the other one named Goose.
Comedy genius, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes. I am so smart. SMRT.
Hey, you forget, it's SMRT, I mean SMART.
Yes, I know. And I didn't set a diploma on fire, I know.
Did you set milk and cookies on fire? Wait, milk and cereal on fire?
No. Elfie's gonna actually turn to Adel and is gonna, brandishing her new staff in a somewhat proud manner and say, "Is there anything you require of me?"
Hold on. Sorry, it's
Check
just...
this shit out.
Yeah, I'm just thinking of that TikTok where it's like, oh shit, I dropped my wallet as he just looks down at his new shoes. I dropped my wallet. I dropped my... oh.
For some reason, when you said that, I immediately went to Danny DeVito.
Oh shit, I dropped my monster wallet for my Magnum Cash. And then we'll look over. No. And we'll go back to what she's doing.
All right, as you wish.
A quick nope.
Unless
No.
you're good at creating blood elementals.
I don't believe I've ever tried. How do you do it?
It's just something that I was taught. Drow magic and whatnot.
Well, I do not have that particular magical prowess, so I'm afraid I can't help you.
That's unfortunate.
Yes, my hemomancy was not my forte. I'm more of an evocation caster.
Yes, I noticed that.
I'm glad you did.
A bit hard not to.
Well, I am. My spells do tend to be rather, I suppose showy is a good way to describe it.
Yes.
Elby's gonna just sort of sit down on the ground and put Gladstone on her lap and is just gonna watch Adel do the blood elemental thing.
You watch as she gets a sampling of blood, and after casting a ritual for 10 minutes, eventually a blood elemental, albeit a slightly drunken-looking one, is formed from the dwarf.
Yes. As expected from a dwarf.
Adel will pause as she notices the blood elemental is drunk and will look to the Durgar.
What? He seems almost insulted that you're looking at him.
She opens her mouth like she's going to say something, and we'll just close it and go back to what she's doing. Never mind.
I actually have an idea. It's a stupid idea, but it's an idea.
What's your idea?
If that particular elemental is drunk, and therefore you will likely get an exact similar one from all of the other Dwargar, may I suggest using those particular elementals as, shall we say, how should I put this tactfully? Use them to run at your opponents, and then, if you can make them explode.
I do not believe I can, and I'm unsure if I wish to do that.
There.
Yes, outside of my own magic, I can't exactly make non-lethal explosives.
Well, yes, those are typically how explosives work, but my thought process was they seem to be rather inebriated, as dwarves are wont to do, so... And alcoholism is typically a poisoning of the blood, so...
Yes. That's why I was concerned, but it seems like they're healthy, she says, and she resists the urge to make quotation marks in the air.
That's a word for it. That's for sure.
Indeed.
We're talking about, look at him, he's even better than the other ones you made.
I see, dude. Well, as long as it is still functional, that's the important.
What's someone else doing during their downtime of waiting?
I was gonna look at Hoppy and it's gonna say, would you like to do a little bit of training before we potentially get into a fight in the next coming days?
He just looks to you, stares at you for a while and goes, okay.
Well then, I'm gonna have a little bit and look around to see who would be the best to try training him.
Okay, roll athletics.
No, he's looking at Hubert.
Oh. Hubert will look over before slowly walking over and will begin attempting to train Poppy once again.
Do not resist this child. And I know he's fully grown, but it is Hubert's child now. He has adopted him at this point.
I really find it funny that Hubert's the only person who's
Doesn't treat him like a child.
He's the only person who doesn't treat him like a child, and has been the only person to be like, you guys know he's an adult, right?
To be fair, Thorgrim does call him Rabbit Bro.
Adel doesn't treat him like a child.
Addendum anymore.
Fair.
All of you treated,
He is precious boy, and he will remain precious boy.
That's because the player thought, on my defense, the player thought he was a child.
Nope. He is a grown boy.
Uh-huh.
My
Grown
player
man.
just thought it was funny.
So, back to my previous question. Who else has stuff to do?
I believe Thorgrim was passed out drunk.
No, it's another day, so you can be awake.
I was
Okay.
gonna
Nope,
say,
no sentiment. The sentiment does not change.
how much did he drink?
He did drink quite
Yes.
a lot.
No, he didn't. He passed out immediately. Remember?
Yeah, I did.
Also, apparently, he was surrounded by geese.
Yes. Probably poking him.
Technically, these geese aren't here anymore. There is a time limit to how long you get the ability to boss
Not
them
even
around.
It's not magical geese. They're just normal geese.
The bee goose just brought a bunch of geese over. It's like, look at this idiot, lol.
Yeah.
Look at this
Look
dude.
at me poke him and he doesn't wake up. The poke, poke, poke.
Anyways. So, Scalois is just kind of keeping to himself right now. Not trying to be isolationist, just kind of thinking.
Yeah.
Jubilee will ask Adel, can I pull you aside for a moment?
I'll stop what she's doing and look to her. Sure.
I know I promised to not. Well, I didn't. I don't know if I really promised to, but I promised to at least try not to kill your mother. That being said, what about Alden?
I'd have preferred you not kill him either, to be honest.
He really is an evil man, though.
So was I.
Do you honestly believe he is worth trying to redeem?
Yes.
All right, because remember, I do have my pendant. Kind of points at it, and if at any point I think we're about there, I don't see any other option. I promise not to use this on your mother, but Alden is a different case. If there's no other way, and I'm about to lose you or any one of our friends, I'm going to save them.
I'll take a deep breath, then decide. Okay?
And this is a true evil being. So if there was a way to redeem him, this shouldn't work on him anyways.
It's not that simple.
I know, but still.
I already said okay.
I promise to not use this on your mother, because honestly, I thought if this thing could banish someone instead of destroy them, maybe that would be a nice way around it, but no two ways about it. This thing destroys evil.
Yes, I am aware. Was that all
Being
you
said,
wanted?
you do realize about Hubert then, right?
What do you mean?
You really don't believe that he's done some. Well, not that he's done some. That he still has a darkness in his heart.
Of course he does. Everybody does.
Well, this one's. Look, I love him as much as you do, but I think there comes a time where we might have to try to course correct it a little bit.
course, correct.
Unless we want Hubert to end up like Alden.
Hubert is not going to. I think you should have more faith in him.
It's not a lack of faith in him that's the problem.
And a lack of faith in who?
It's not even a lack of faith, it's a worry about what your mother does to people. We don't know what kind of... I'm worried that she may have some sort of safety plan when it comes to Hubert.
I am as well. But I asked Hubert to stay behind and he said no.
That's kind of why I think trying to... I mean, as you put it, try to reform Hubert even a little bit might help with that.
He has been
But
reformed.
we're way past that point.
But Hubert has been reformed.
What does Hubert like to do?
He enjoys reading, making tea, hanging out with his friends.
Is that it?
Coffee. No, there are a number of other things that he enjoys doing.
He enjoys killing.
Yes, but it's not the only thing he enjoys doing, is it?
No, but... Look, just because someone's willing to kill doesn't mean they should enjoy it. I don't know, it's...
As much
I want
as
him to see a joy in life more than just a joy of killing. I guess
Hubert does have a joy in life that's more than killing.
that's not the right word I was using. Oh well, we'll just figure it out as we go then.
Oh, shakes her head. This seems like an important discussion to have while we have the time.
Look, it's not just magic that I'm worried we could make Hubert flip a switch.
Then what is your
You
way?
remember that you remember that dream and memory we experienced.
Yes, I do.
What if your mother can use that trauma somehow and to turn him? No magic, just mental anguish.
That thought has
All those-
crossed my mind, yes.
Want him to be able to let go of that stuff. Fully let go. I don't think he has fully let go.
Have you asked
But
him
of course
about-
he's not
Sorry, you go.
he's not gonna list. He's not gonna tell me.
Why not?
He'll only tell you because I don't have the authority to make him, like you do. The way he looks at it, if he doesn't get ordered by you to tell, he won't.
If he sees how worried it's making you, he'll tell you.
I don't think he will, and it's not because of a lack of faith.
Then why?
The best way I can describe it is avoiding emotional turmoil is an inefficient thing. Me telling us about this would just make us worry about him more and possibly distract us. I mean, of course, we're gonna worry about it if we don't know, but if we know, well, then...
Oh, I'm not for a moment. Then we'll start walking off. Hubert.
Hubert, who is in the middle of training Poppy, will stop and look at you.
Can you come here for a moment, please?
Of course. Yes.
Hubert will look to Jubilee. Please name your words by Hubert.
Hubert will look at you, Jubilee.
Hubert,
Jubilee.
I'm worried about what the Queen, whatever the Queen's hold might be regarding you.
I presume it's some sort of charm effect, which I am immune to, so long as I'm conscious.
Sorry, so long as what?
Is it a magic?
As I'm conscious.
Hubert,
Jubilee.
answer me this honestly. You do sleep, right?
Technically.
Okay, when you say technically, what do you mean? I'm gonna need you to be specific here. This is actually important.
I sleep for about 2 hours a day.
Okay, one, that cannot be healthy. And two, does anyone actually witness you sleep?
No. I take myself to a private area when I need to do that.
And what you just said before. As long as you're conscious, you can't be charmed.
Correct.
Jubilee will kind of turn to Adel.
And we'll look back.
Do you think your mother might know that you've been using his 2 hours to make him do things?
No.
Or at least...
If she did, he'd know.
How would he know?
Because
You'd be asleep.
I have preventative measures for when I sleep.
Oh. Sorry. I was not aware.
If they are not followed precisely how I have put them and implemented them, I would not live.
Ada will look to Hubert. Okay, that part I did not know.
I'm alive, aren't I?
Yes, but I would have liked to have known that each time you slept, if you were taken over in your sleep, you would have died.
But then you would have required me to sleep in your room. Where you would be in danger, if that ever happened.
I mean, we can work through that. Never mind. Back to this conversation.
Heck, we could... no, I think this is actually an important thing to talk about.
I agree.
Yeah,
but-
like, if we were told, we could help you then.
But I didn't need help.
Hubert, if you died while you were asleep, how would we know that you weren't around?
Because I wouldn't be in your room waiting for you.
Yes, and where would you be?
Close.
Close enough for me to find you?
Yes. Within a few rooms.
She looks to him for a while. For nothing. Okay. Back to our conversation.
Round back to that later. So as long as you're conscious, you can't be charmed.
Beg pardon.
So as long as you're conscious, you can't be charmed magically. And I'm assuming you don't have an emotional attachment here, do you?
Had to explain.
To the queen, at least.
Oh, no.
Okay, good. Straight up, Hubert, I'm worried about if you're used as a weapon against us by the queen. Just making sure I look over every precaution and every possible angle that she might use.
I too am worried about that, but Hubert seems to have an idea in mind to prevent that from occurring. At least you are very confident it wasn't going to happen, Hubert.
What do you mean?
I asked you to stay behind just in case of that happening, and your response was no.
Correct. I have no reason to fear being charmed.
And that didn't...
I am immune to it.
Gee, that
Hence
makes
why
you
whenever
good.
I couldn't charm him if I tried.
Well, seems like he does indeed have preventative measures in place.
Well, that's good at least. When we get after this war, I say the three of us need to go on a date or something. We're gonna need a hell of a cool off after that.
We will see. Hopefully things... He shrugs. Well, I'm not going to hope. We'll see how it goes.
Of course. And who knows? Maybe we'll find something new that Hubert likes.
He looks to you as you say this, with a raised eyebrow, and says, "Been talking behind my back, have we?"
Because I'm worried about you.
You see.
I'm only talking with Adel about it.
He looks to you,
I'm
Adelsarde.
Ale looks back. I called you here immediately afterwards, did I not?
Fair point.
Not like I'm saying bad things behind your back. I'm just when you don't open up as as much, I worry.
What do you mean?
For
He
the crew.
opens up plenty.
All you need to do is ask, really.
He's a lot more open now than he used to be honest.
Maybe my old ways are she kind of rubs her temples. Maybe my old ways are starting to creep in when I was used to subterfuge and under
And
city work.
tactics.
Yeah. You know, whole mafia business. Underworld, that was the word I was looking for.
I understand that.
Still. I do want to address that whole you enjoy killing thing at some other point, Hubert.
Why?
Because I don't want to be close to you and then all of a sudden this thing kind of pounces off you and hurts you. Points at pendant.
He looks down at the pendant and then looks at you. The charm that Lady Adelsarde made for me.
What?
Oh, you mean the one you're wearing. Never mind.
Yeah, the one I'm wearing. Yeah, I don't want this accidentally touching you and then all of a sudden you get blasted back.
He shrugs to this.
Just shrug at that. I'm concerned about you, damn it.
You could simply not wear it.
Well, in battle, it's kind of a handy tool to have when I'm dealing with very vicious, evil person.
Like me.
Hubert, I love you. We still feels like something we need to work on, though. Like how I need to work on being more upfront.
You don't say.
Oh, hush. You need to not be as naive about things.
I am not naive.
Looks to Hubert with a raised eyebrow.
What?
She's pretty naive about things, isn't she?
He shrugs to this.
Looks back to Adel. That was not a no.
Of course he wouldn't say no. He knows it annoys me if he didn't say no.
In any case, I apologize for talking behind your back, even though I wasn't saying anything bad.
I don't care if you speak behind my back, Jubilee.
I'm gonna have to definitely get a counter charm set up though when it comes to your mother. Because while it won't work on Hubert, a charm could work on someone else nearby.
Most definitely.
So I'll have to really remember to have that set up when we confront her.
She'll most likely try and charm you.
She only charms the tools she finds useful. Since she doesn't know Jubilee, she'd likely leave the charming to Alton.
I wonder, if the charm between Alton and her was broken, how would he react?
He's not charmed to her.
Oh no, I see. Sorry, you meant Alton use a charm.
Yes.
Ugh. Yeah, if I start making swooning eyes towards Alton, please just end me there.
Oh, Hubert, you heard her.
Feels like a fate worse than death. I suppose that's all I have to talk about for now.
How you said?
Well, I mean, was going over how I wouldn't use the pendant on her mother, but Alton might be a different case.
Why choose the lesser of two evils?
What do you mean?
What do you mean? What do I mean?
Well, again, Adel's mother, it means a lot to her, so we don't want to kill her. So I'd avoid trying to use the pendant to destroy evil.
You recognized before Orbitus Alton was the closest thing I had to a dad, and he was my father figure for a very, very long time. And the reason why he acts the way he does towards me is less out of sadism and more because he is convinced that that would be for the best for him. So,
I really need to brush up on drow culture, because that did not occur to me, actually.
I believe you do.
Feel like I should probably get out of the drow garb, then.
Why?
I don't know, You know what? Never mind, actually.
That might raise the wrong impression.
I mean, if I can draw Alton's attention away from allies, that might help, actually.
As long as you are sure that you can fully handle it.
Well, I don't know fully, but a distracted Alton would give you a better shot at getting at your mother.
It'd probably be a better idea to take him out first before handling other if that is an option.
True, but if it's not... I don't know. Either way, your mother wants to meet me and your father figure wants to... You know, I don't even want to think about what he wants to do. Adel, with all due respect, Alton just really rubs me the wrong way.
Most Drow do, apparently.
Not really.
From the Drow Empire, they do.
I mean, the Drow with your sister were actually pretty neat and actually very accommodating.
I see.
So,
Hubert,
respectfully, I have to disagree with that last statement you made.
Yes,
I
my
believe
lady.
you're wrong. Anyway, Hubert, you can go back to training continent.
In any case, Adel, I do believe drawing Alton away from your mother might be an option. Considering he might be, you know, a close-hand guard.
He will be.
So if the best way is to distract him, well, unfortunately, I'm a prime target for that.
You are indeed.
When it comes to his charming stuff, I can try to counter it at least.
I'll leave the specific tactical advantages to use against him to you, since you seem to be having ideas.
We do, just not sure if they're good ones. They're ideas, nonetheless.
You'll figure out a way.
Just promise to knock me some sense of me if I end up getting taken over.
Huberts will do that.
And again, when it comes to this pendant, if there's someone you truly believe needs this to be used on, you tell me.
That's not going
Otherwise,
to happen, but alright.
Otherwise, I'll keep it away then. Kind of stuffs it up undershirt to make sure it doesn't accidentally touch anyone. If anything, I'll be the ace up the sleeve for you then.
I'll look to the necklace dangling under Doobly's very short shirt and will nod. I see.
I just didn't feel comfortable with going ahead and using it without at least telling you my ideas first.
Well, I'm trusting your higher intention.
Well, you probably have many other duties to right now, so I'll leave you to that then. I'll just do some prep work, I suppose, with my sword and shield.
Alright. Have fun.
Julie will just go find a spot and start sharpening her sword then.
Oi.
You got something to say, Matt?
Yeah. You feel the head of a hammer poking you in the back.
Oh, I wasn't even looking at that area. Yes? How can I help you, Thorgrim?
What are you doing?
Turns towards him with the sword, sharpening a sword.
You planning on using that anytime soon?
Just kind of looks around at all the warriors and stuff, prepping, and is like, I should hope so.
Maybe you wanna, I don't know, get some practice in? Huh? Practice?
As long as we don't make any physical contact, sure.
That's fine, I won't hurt you. Come on. Who do you think I am?
I just want to make sure we're in peak form for when we have to fight.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Let's spar, come on.
As you wish. Jubilee, again, sword and shield ready. I do need more shield practice anyways.
Alright, well, what better way to practice with shield than having a giant hammer smash into it repeatedly?
Now wait a minute.
Ah!
Uh-oh.
Will we need to roll initiative for that?
Nah, just flavor it up however you two want to.
Okay, well, the moment Jubilee holds up her shield, Thorgrim is just gonna take a swing. Like, full on, like, a hammer in both hands, big overhand swing.
Jubilee feels her knee slightly buckle, but stands her ground.
Not
Then
bad,
using
not bad.
Then kind of uses the flower blade to knock the hammer aside.
Ooh. Thorgrim kind of does like the when you're knocked off balance and does like the one-legged hop once, twice, 3 times, and then just plants himself. Okay. Point of order. Hammer heavy, balance bad. Got it. And then he just like takes a deep breath, and then charges again. And he's trying to keep with the, as little contact as possible, and trying to pull his punches as much as possible. But he's a dwarf with a giant hammer. It's a little harder.
I'm expecting a side swing, and Jubilee puts a shield up. When the moment the hammer makes contact, kind of throws her back a bit. She looks like she's gonna fall on her back, but flips around using the shield to flip over and gets back on her feet.
Yeah, and I imagine it as a show of like Jubilee using her life frame and her dexterity and agility, and Thorgrim just bull rushing and swinging wildly like he normally does.
Pretty much.
Yeah, so it's brawn versus speed, and
Speed versus power.
Speed versus power, and occasionally Jubilee will knock Thorgrim off balance, or like trip him up, or get a couple gentle jabs in, and then Thorgrim will retaliate with the occasional knocking her off her feet, or a swing that sends her off balance, or
send her flying back, or making almost crumbling her foundation.
Yeah, and then I'll be like, oh shit, sorry. Because you know, like, he's trying to pull his punches, but again, you know, hammer is really heavy.
Trying to pull punches, but hammer.
Yeah, but hammer.
Hammer. So yeah, that's basically what's going on.
Yeah. Probably fun to watch, at least for a little bit. You know, because one is very practiced and agile, and the other is just this bull in a china shop swinging around everywhere.
Sniper rifle versus shotgun.
Yeah, exactly. Sniper rifle versus rocket launcher.
Pretty much. What's the commander up to while this is going on?
He's just sitting there, relaxing.
I was kind of referencing Jay, but okay.
Charles, what happened?
I was wondering what your other character was doing while what was going on. Transition to the next scene.
Oh, George is pretty much I say he kind of walked off by himself for a little bit, and as of right now, if anyone looked at him, he's probably just like mostly just practicing channeling his radiant energy or his angelic energy, if he had any. Like time and time again, he'll channel it into his hand, let it go, channel in again, let it go.
There's only one character that hasn't interacted with anyone yet. Is everything all right, George?
Hmm?
You seem a little tense.
No, not too tense. Just mainly just thinking about something.
Phyllis kind of peers over his shoulder and kind of sees the energy just leaving. Getting some practice in, I see.
You can call it that. More like a new... I guess it's more like a new... I'm thinking of different techniques I want to try out eventually.
I see. Well, glad. Good to be practicing now than having to field test it later, I suppose.
Well, that's the thing, is that I can't exactly field test it at the moment.
Any other brilliant plans coming into play once the skirmish at the base is over?
Well, if anything, if there are any survivors, I'd like to question them about the main base, if anything. But
Of course, makes sense.
yeah, the only problem is what type of tactic I'd like to use for that, or if they'd even tell me anything.
I believe that should be employing the skills of Lady Adelsarte and Lady Jubilee then at that point. They seem the more diplomatic of our group.
I suppose so, but we're dealing with slaves and people committed to their queen, so I don't know how... Oh, well, my phone's going off.
What is this phone you speak of?
God. I don't know how well they'd confess to anything, but I guess I could leave it to them, if anything. Technically, Osarde is still royalty, so it could be a good option.
Pretty much so. And when all else fails, produces hammer, hammer sword.
You plan on killing them?
What? No, I just wanted to show. I thought they'd be more willing if I showed them a cool sword.
I don't. Have you ever
I'm kidding.
interrogated anyone's Glodius?
Does asking children if who stole the cookies count?
That's questioning. I'm talking full-on interrogation.
Can't say that I have. I tend to not leave a body, as it were, in my way of fighting.
Yeah, well, this case is going to be a lot of live bodies that we'll potentially need to talk to. And depending on
Very true.
their mental state or how they function, there might be a lot of different... You know what? I don't know why I'm discussing this. We can just wait until we see what happens.
It is not a problem to discuss it.
Well, I don't think... I was going to start rambling off all my ideas and opinions and options there, which I don't really want to overthink too hard, since we already have a plan in form.
I believe the tiefling dancer Jubilee would say, "Wow, you can be taught."
What do you mean?
Skullish just chuckles himself and pats Jordan on the shoulder. Oh, nothing. Glad to see you kids can still learn a thing or two.
Huh.
In any case, may Lord Draco bless you and your tactics this day. Bliss will just kind of hum a tune to himself as he walks off.
We'll just go back to doing what he's doing then.
Well, I think that's everybody's free time now. DM, do a thing.
Well, the only thing I can do is make time pass.
That's kind of what I was talking about.
Alright. So, are you all officially done doing stuff?
I think so.
Yeah. This is in the update on how Poppy's training is going.
It is going. That's about the only update you get.
Alright.
How many blood elementals was able to make?
Being able.
We'll assume that 2 hours passed for her and Jubilee's discussion. You can make about 6 every hour. And if you're going to sit and relax until evening, then you will have had about 10 hours to make elementals.
Oh my. Alright.
Alright, so eventually night begins to fall.
So once you catch it,
I'm going to kill you.
And as night falls, all of the people left over are currently getting ready for bed.
No. George and all are gonna do the same.
Yes. My characters will also do the same.
I believe it shall be time for Thorgrim to find a spot and just snore away, and Elvie will park next to, if I can find Jube.
Jube over by rock.
Find Jube, bring Gladstone with her, and begin meditation next to her buddy.
Anyone else?
Let's just go into chill with Hubert.
Where? Where? Location on the map.
There. The birdie the spider.
Squishes Birdie.
No. Birdie is fine. He would never.
There we go. Where's everyone else's resting places?
We'll probably go over there by a rock while I'll go sit under a tree.
Alright. And Thorgrim is sleeping under the tree. So, if you all are going to sleep, I need to roll percentile. See if anything happens. What's everyone's passive perception?
That's a worrying question.
I just need to know everyone's passive perception.
I am worried. 12 for Adel, 12 for Beastie.
Otto's is a 17, Poppy's is a 20. George's is 13.
Chaos. Yeah?
I have not been able to hear a word any of you guys have been saying.
Oh, great. Well,
Hello?
I need your passive perception.
Can you hear me?
Yes. Can you not hear us? He cannot hear us. Great. Yellow?
Hello?
You there?
Hello?
Can you hear me?
Yes. Can you hear us?
Okay. Now I can, but you guys were cutting out like crazy, so I kind of like on my end.
That's
All right,
not
what
good.
did you need from me?
Passive perceptions.
A passive.
Yes.
Okay. So for Jubilee, that's a 22.
Oh, thank God. We're saved.
For Scalodius, it's a 12.
What the fuck? Why is everyone
Scalodius,
12?
Because I believe, let's see, perception's tied to your wisdom score.
Correct.
Jubilee has a pretty good one, plus high, and she has ranks in perception.
What the hell?
Her perception without rolling is a plus 12. So your passive is a 10 plus your perception score.
But then why is Beastie's 12 and why is Adel's also 12? It's just because Adel's wisdom's 13, but Beastie's is 15. That's weird.
Is that your passive, or what's your regular perception bonus?
2 for Beastie and 2 for Adel? What the? That's not...
Then, yeah, they would be 12, because 10 plus your perception modifiers.
Why is... Weird.
I think Jubilee might be one of the only people who has active ranks in perception. So
I think she is.
Phenom, I don't know why, but your sheet's not working correctly.
Yeah. Wait, does
By
she...
all accounts, your passive perception should be...
Does she have something that increases her wisdom by 1? Or something?
No. If she did, you would presumably have that jotted in your thing.
Oh, here we go. Spirit Sigil. You gain +2 on all con saves and +1 on all wisdom checks.
There we go. That's
yeah,
what
that's what it is. Okay.
So that would only be a +1, so that'd still be a 13.
Okay.
Yeah, that explains it.
So, anyone whose passive perception is 17 or higher.
So literally me.
You, Otto, and Hoppy.
Okay, because I didn't hear who else, so.
And Hubert. Nope, not Hubert. His passive perception is 16.
So so the rabbit and the tiefling suddenly perk up.
The rabbit. You all hear footsteps easing through the camp, being as stealthy as possible.
Uh-oh.
I'm gonna pretend to be asleep still, but kind of trying to track where it's coming from.
Roll a perception check.
Any day now, computer.
Do we have to... Okay, yeah. Now we have to actively say someone should go on guard, huh? Jesus.
Yes.
There it is.
Would have presumed that in a massive camp, someone would just... I don't know.
You would presume correctly. There are guards. However, those guards apparently got snuck past.
Oh, goddamn.
Someone stuck past them.
The noise is actually, if your back is to the rock, it's coming from over the rock.
Oh,
So, somewhere this way?
Yes. Otto, where are you, Otto? Oh, good God, Otto, you're so far away.
it's right there.
Yeah, but it's also pitch black, though you only have 60 feet of dark vision. As it's nighttime.
Fuck,
But
does
you
Goggles
do-
of Night not increase that?
I don't know. You have to tell me what Goggles of Night do.
They pretty much give dark vision, but if he already has it, it gives him, like, it adds to it, I believe.
Double dark vision.
Which, I'm not sure if he has it as a ring on.
Yeah, unfortunately, I do have dark vision as well, but you know, I'm further away.
I think Hoppy also has dark vision, so.
Also only 60 feet.
Which is also true.
Until you tell me what those goggles of night do, I have to assume that you have standard dark vision.
Well, that's going on, I guess.
Your dark vision out of range is 60 feet. If you already have it, it increases it by 60 feet.
Okay.
So 120 feet.
Now that you are awake, you will have to roll a perception check, though.
Can I have Hoppy assist me?
No.
He's actually proficient with.
No, you cannot see that far. You begin looking around, but you're not sure where you heard the footsteps come from.
Hop isn't gonna rub his eyes and stand up.
That initiative order terrifies me.
It's okay.
I don't believe you.
Don't worry about it.
While that's happening, Julie's just gonna reach her foot over and kind of quietly nudge, LB.
Okay. You use your action to nudge LV awake. LV, you are being nudged. Oh, right, he's burped.
Hey, never mind, I guess.
You have your action back.
I guess Jubilee. I'm assuming we know where all the rest of us are sleeping.
Yeah.
Oh. I know George is just next door.
No, most people don't keep track of where everyone's sleeping.
Okay.
And not to be that guy, but you also didn't say that you were taking track of it, so no.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Okay.
Quick question.
Who can I see then from where I'm at? I can probably see Thorgrim then.
That's big.
Guess I'll start army crawling my way to Thorgrim.
Quietly?
Yes. And you're gonna need a stealth check, I know.
Is Zalom able to see Elisardea across from him?
You can, yes, but in order to do anything, you have to wait your turn.
Okay.
I was gonna say, can I get advantage for crawling and being slow?
No.
No?
That
Alright.
That would still just be a stealth check.
Didn't do too bad. Salt snaking the shit. Making my way downtown. So am I allowed to move my icon or no? Hello?
Yo.
You can walk. You can move half your movement speed since you are crawling.
So I guess I can get there then. Oh, that's right, that's Matt's other character, son of a bitch. Okay, I'll use that movement instead to start crawling around the rock to see if I can see anything, but staying low. I believe that was 15. Hold on. Nope, that was only 10. So I'll just move an extra 5, and maybe I'll see George since I'm around the corner then, and kind of reach out and kind of wiggle his leg or whatever body part is close by to rouse him awake.
You used your action to stealth.
Okay, fair enough.
Alright. Otto.
Yeah. So Otto is going to wake up and look over at Poppy to make sure he's awake.
Hoppy never sleeps, so yes, he is awake.
Okay. He's then going
Are
to.
you telling me you built a machine without a sleep mode?
He's then going to tell Hoppy to. So to command Hoppy
kill
to
Engage
scout
kill mode.
up to here and see if he sees anything, and if it is an enemy. Well, I don't really consider it an enemy, but if he
Alright.
sees anything, if he sees anything walking around or anyone moving, to be as loud as possible.
Are you... Alright. So you are not making Hoppy move quietly.
No, he's okay. Sorry, I should have clarified that. He's gonna command Hoppy to move as quietly as possible to that area and scout out. And if he sees anyone moving around or any enemies, to then make a noise as loud as possible.
Okay. You are in control of Hoppy, and I need you to make him roll a stealth check.
Oh god.
Engaging stealth.
15 is a mode.
Alright. Move Hoppy.
And from where he's at, can he see anything?
No, cannot.
He can actually move further up. Then, as he does that, Otto is going to start as stealthily as he can, making his way over towards It'll-Sarday.
Okay. So if you're going stealthy, you also need to roll stealth.
Yep.
Heavy armor.
Then, just in case, he's also going to Flash of Genius to give himself a 24.
Alright.
And from where he's at, can he see anything?
You'd have to roll perception. Alright. Otto, you do in fact see something.
Oh.
You see a drow standing over George, wielding a knife and raising it over his head.
Otto!
I didn't see that.
No, you did not, because you used your action to, make sure that he didn't hear you on the other side of the rock.
Fuck, did I use my action?
Yes, you used your action to stealth.
Do I still have a free action? Or is he able to say anything or no?
You can say whatever you want to.
Alright. Then Otto is going to... is going to yell out, "George, look out," as loud as he can.
Alright. In that case, I need you all to wait for just a second.
Wow. Well, fucking.
We'll be right back after these messages.
Oh yeah, hit us with that tease.
Oh no, I have to double check. I have to double check how painful this is going to be.
Oh God.
For who? George?
Yes, because yelling out "George, watch out" has now alerted the rogue that he needs to do this very quickly. All right,
Wait, hold on.
George,
Yeah.
you get awoken. You get awoken by the sound of someone yelling for you to look out. However, a 25 and no reaction as you woke up from a dead sleep means I think a 25 hits you, correct?
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Are we
I
now
need you.
aware of noise?
Hold on. I need you to roll a Constitution saving throw, George.
Poison. Not bad. Hubert's aura is now like 1,000 foot, right?
No. Alright, George, you fail by 1. So
Oh,
you will
no.
be taking full damage.
I know.
Oh no.
Oh no. Hi, Faker.
Alrighty. Okay. Hold on, I gotta roll a lot of dice.
Yeah,
Oh.
had to figure.
You will pay 51. No. 54 piercing damage as the man stabs you while you are sleeping.
Sneak attack.
Rogues, man.
Alright.
And 114 poison damage.
Holy fucking
Jesus!
Mother.
Oh, he's just straight up out. He's knocked out.
And now, I need initiative.
Ah, boy.
I did not think they had gotten that close.
boy, oh boy, oh boy.
Nice one,
FML.
Neil.
FML.
Yay, Beastie. Hell, why aren't you like that?
Oh. Yep, no. That was right. And for you.
Good job, Hubert. The man who doesn't ever actually technically sleep.
What the?
How did
Okay.
you...
Because he rolled with advantage, he got one and a
okay.
19.
Gotcha.
Oh, I forgot to turn that off. Shit.
George needs to roll
No,
as
no,
well,
you
or-
keep it on because you're barbarian. You roll advantage on your initiative.
That wasn't Thorgrim.
Oh yeah,
Oh.
I forgot.
And yes, George does need to roll his initiative. He is technically part of the initiative order.
I'm not dead yet.
I'll be honest, I kind of got serious. I thought that getting unconscious due to poison damage was something.
Hey, you don't have to worry about that. I worry about that.
Oh no.
Oh God.
Let's see. Otto and George. George is not on the negative. I will put George on the negative. I didn't want to open his character sheet. I wanted to put him on the negative.
To what now?
Don't mind me.
What?
Yeah, that
What I was saying.
You might want to
The
rephrase
what now?
that.
I feel I should be worried.
I was waiting for you to like realize it, but then you just.
I never. You're gonna have to cut that one out, Phenom. I didn't realize what I was doing there.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Just put in like an AI voice that just says initiative. Just a text to speech.
Apologies. I did not realize how bad of a word that was at the time.
Oh, it's
Time for
Sorry.
your YouTube apology video.
Yeah, exactly.
What
That's
exactly?
fine.
Did I mishear? What exactly?
He was okay. I got. He was saying a negative.
Oh!
Which is whoops.
That'll work for you. Sorry, Zoe. You're gonna have to censor that.
Yep, that's her twice now.
Censor it multiple
No,
times.
Jay can say it. I can't.
There.
However, I did say it like 3 times. So,
Yeah.
Okay, so censor 3 times.
yeah, Phenom, you're gonna have to censor that.
Quick, Jay, give him the pass real quick. He's gonna need it.
It's too.
I think
What,
I'm
a
supposed to get
retroactive pass.
I think I'm supposed to get the pass before I say it. However,
Eh,
once
I
again,
mean-
I didn't realize what I was
think-
saying at the time.
I think at this point, you just. I think
I feel like,
we
you
just
know...
get the pass now.
Yeah, you should get the retroactive pass. Just 'cause. Jesus. Man,
Jordan,
I'm actually,
I know you're okay. I know you're from kind of the south, but come on, man.
I'm actually kind of crying now. Jesus.
So anyway, Thorgrim, it's your turn now.
Dope. So, do I see dude?
No, you do not see, dude. There's a rock in your way.
Did I hear? Did George have enough time to scream out in pain, or what?
Right, Otto
was-
yelled out, "George, look out!"
Otto yelled, "George, look out!" But you didn't hear anything coming from George.
Okay. Do I know where George? Do I know where George went? Like
No.
where George was?
You did not actively say you were looking for him when you went to bed, so you don't know where everyone ended up whenever they
Okay.
went to sleep.
Okay. I do see Jube and Elv though, right?
Yes, you see Jubilee currently was crawling along the ground and peering over a rock.
But yeah, it's less stealthy at this point now.
And Thorgrim will walk over to Jube and will peer over a rock as well. Kind of like the Jubilee peers over the rock and then Thorgrim whoop beside her.
Well,
We're
as you
past that point.
as you peer over the rock, you see a man has plunged a knife into George's chest, though.
Yeah. So I'm going. Can I finish my movement?
How much? Yeah.
I
But
moved
don't-
30 feet.
Don't forget, you were also laying down for your sleep, so it takes half your movement to stand.
Oh, okay. So that would be. Okay, so 25. So that would have been about 12 feet. So yeah, 10-foot move. No, sorry. Fuck. So yeah, half my movement to stand. So remaining 20 feet. So.
Two.
So I have a 40-foot move. So my first move would carry me here. Then I would go to for my second move 5 feet, peer over the rock, see the guy. Could I finish my second move?
Sure.
Cool. So I'm gonna hut. And then just sort of tap the guy on the shoulder.
He is busy trying to plunge the knife deeper into George's chest.
Okay, so
Excuse me, sir. I believe that's my friend you're stabbing.
excuse me, sir, please, sir. I said, sir. Action surge.
Okay.
I'm gonna do 2 attacks with my hammer.
All right.
Hammer. Fuck it, recklessly, because I'm mad.
All
So 17 both times.
Those will hit.
Cool. I'm gonna spend my first attack. I'm gonna spend a superiority die to try and trip him. So strength save.
My die rolled off the fucking desk.
And you just love that.
Alright, so you will succeed in tripping him as he rolled a 13.
Cool. Then I'm going to, with my second. Spending 2 superiority dice, 1 for each attack. So first attack does an additional 4 damage. Second does an additional 6 damage. The second, I'm going to need a wisdom save.
On your second, he will use his reaction to Uncanny Dodge to take only half damage.
Okay. Still need a wisdom save then.
6.
Yeah, so his eyes are now on me. So he is now goaded and tripped.
Okay.
And I'm going to spend a key point for Flurry.
Didn't you use your bonus action to dash?
Right. I'm not going to use my key bonus to Flurry. I'm going to use my free action to go. I believe that's my friend you're stabbing.
Alright. Beast.
What? Sorry. What
It's
you
your
said?
turn.
What you
Oh,
said
this is
distracted me. Thank you for that.
You're welcome. It's your turn.
Okay. Well, I guess it's a good thing that Beastie stands asleep standing up. She's going to look around, I
Or
guess.
Stoglin.
Sees.
Okay.
Actually, she doesn't see Otto, but I guess she'll look around. Can she see the trail? He does have dark vision.
Yes. You
Alright.
should be able to.
So, he is tripped right now. So she is going to quickly rush over. Let's see.
Hey, Beastie, I caught a wild asshole.
How's George looking?
I'm unconscious.
Just unconscious? Okay.
He's looking pretty almost dying.
Is
He
the knife
is-
still in
he-
him?
No. He is in a state of dying presently.
Okay. Beastie will... What? Hold on. Okay. This should work. Unless... well, I mean... Hale has 2,000 diamonds, so... Unless this really fucks up. I don't know what poison he hit him with. It could stop healing. If it stops healing... Yeah, okay. Can Beastie take an action to stabilize George?
Hit him with the stick, you won't.
I'm not going to. You're
Coward.
right, I won't. I will not
Coward.
hit him with a stick. Yeah, no.
Howard.
I am a Okay, you are fine. Fine, I will hit him with the stick of healing.
Alright, George, you get 2 failed death saves and then wake up with 1 HP.
Oh, thank God. I thought the poison would have stopped healing. If it stopped healing, he just would have fucking died. Jesus. Okay. I guess as an extra attack then, Beastie's going to try and...
You can use your extra attack, but you currently have the stick of healing equipped.
Can she not also grapple? I thought she could.
You can grapple as an attack action, yes.
Alright.
But I was warning you, if you were going to hit the enemy, you were going to hit them with the stick of healing.
Nah, she's gonna grapple him. Yay, beat that.
No.
Alright,
No, he will not.
Wrapped him in a full Nelson on the ground.
Okay.
I got you, dark elf boy. Or girl. I can't see underneath that mask.
Did you just assume their gender?
What's
There
a
you-
gender?
I don't have time to take a gender at them. I gotta hold them down.
No, Beastie, that's a get. No, never mind.
Anything else?
Not the time.
No, that's it.
Alrighty. Elvie, it's your turn.
Just a second, I'm typing a joke. There. Elvie is gonna make her way over this away. It's going to calmly view the kerfuffle. I assume I can see George's body with the fellow on his back, yes?
Yeah, it's just George now. He is awake.
Very well.
And actually, what you see is George currently awoken with Beastie holding holding the drow in a weird, for her, full body, full nil.
The monkey cling strategy. Wonderful. Beastie, do me a favor and turn him over here a little.
She'll try.
Once I have a deep... If I were to, like, say, shoot something at the guy, would I have a danger hitting Beastie?
Yes, and you would have disadvantage because it's a ranged attack against a prone target.
Okay. Oh, he's still prone.
Yeah.
Okay. Do I want to waste a spell like that already? I don't think I should. This is right after we woke up, yeah?
No, it is still dead of night.
Oh, so we have yet to get our full night's rest?
Correct.
Excellent. So I'm not going to bother wasting my wasting my spells then, because this doesn't require an attack roll. I'm going to wait for... Okay, theoretical question.
Yeah.
If I were to fire a disintegrate beam,
Yeah.
would it go through the guy and hit Beastie behind him?
You don't know.
Is there a roll I can make to know?
No.
Why not? Because I'm a... This is a
There
spell
is-
that I know.
No, foolish Matt. There is a roll to find out, and that roll is to hit.
Well-
But it doesn't require an attack roll, though.
You see, Matt, my reasoning is this is a high-stress situation. You have just been broken out of your trance, you are foggy and delirious by sleep. You don't have time to think, you only have time to act. If you want to think, you'll take your action. If you want to cast a spell, that'll take your action. You can do one or the other, but not both.
That's a fair point, I suppose. Actually, you know what? No, I have a much more cruel idea, actually. I would like this fellow to make a wisdom saving throw, please.
19.
That is insufficient. He will take 7 psychic damage and be incapacitated.
Okay, so, as he struggles against the beastie, all of a sudden his eyes go blank as he stops struggling, and initiative is over.
Alright. Beasties. Once the drow sneaker is no more, Beasties...
Proud sneaker.
Do you mean not moving?
Yes.
He's not dead, he's just incapacitated.
Yeah, that's what I meant. She'll get up, re-equip the sticky healing, and her eyes will glow as she starts assaulting poor George with it.
So,
Jesus. Stop, Black, stop, Black, stop.
He almost killed you.
Stay still while I heal you while almost killing you.
Pretty sure he's just gonna keep going unconscious every time you do it as well, because he only has 1 HP.
Actually, that's a good question.
No, so the Stick of Healing deals 1 damage, but heals for 2. You'll only go unconscious 1 additional time, and then immediately wake back up.
Oh. Shit.
Now, I have 1 minute of this, otherwise he will regain consciousness. What do we do?
At this point, Bell is going to walk over. We'll look to the drow. Then we'll look to Hubert. Hubert?
Very well.
Tie him up and make sure he doesn't have any suicide methods on him.
Yes.
Hubert will begin working before opening the drow's mouth. You all watch as he reaches into the drow's mouth, and with a sickening noise, rips out one of the drow's teeth before going back to tying him up.
Yep.
Cyanide pill.
And meanwhile, Jubilee is also going to take all of his possession, disarm him, and put the possessions to the side.
I got it.
Making very sure not to, using a cloth on her hand to make sure not to make any direct contact, just in case.
Yes. Got it.
You know, if Beastie wasn't healing George, she was just going to knock all the drow's teeth out.
So, you disarm the drow of 1 dagger, and that's it. He doesn't appear to have any other type of weaponry, as far as you can tell.
That's
Concerning.
understandable considering, stealth missions. Typically traveling light is the best play.
He also did not appear to be equipped with armor.
Again, also traveling light as well.
Elle's going to look the drow over to see if he has a slave mark on him.
No. He is very much a drow. He is not a slave.
Ooh.
He's a male drow. That's kind of 50-50, ain't it?
He's presumably owned by a family, but he is not a slave.
Okay.
How much HP did George get healed?
As
The stick
much
of
as you allow it.
No, because the Stick of Healing does have a limit as to how much it can heal per day.
It has charges, doesn't it?
No, it doesn't have charges. It just has a pool similar to Lay on Hands, but it can only be done in two increments of 2, while also having to deal 1 damage.
Did I not put down... I could have sworn.
You probably should have.
Well,
Let's see.
what's really funny
Yeah,
is
it heals 150 HP per day. I did write it
There
down.
you
Oh.
So, as much as... I know you don't have 150 HP, so as much as you allow it.
And no, this does
Isn't
not
that
mean...
half of that, or? Is this
No.
good?
No, it heals for a total player amount of... If you want to do half, it heals for 300, but you're always losing 1 to the damage, but 150 is how much actual healing it can do.
He'll somehow get back to full HP at 144, and then we'll start rubbing his fucking bruises from the stick.
Yeah,
Funnily
with a
enough,
bunch of bruises.
you have no bruises from the stick. Because the stick heals them.
You just have
the
mental
pain,
scars.
that's all.
Hey, technically the stick heals the pain too.
I meant the emotional pain.
Especially like, ow, what the fuck?
Beastie will pat George, no longer worried. There you go. Duck.
George will then duck.
She'll look over to Duck before pointing to George. Apply the health kisses.
Wow.
Alright. Duck will waddle over very quickly before taking the Stick of Healing and smacks George with it once.
Wait, what? That's not what she meant.
Those are the health kisses. There are health kisses and regular kisses.
Well,
Uh-oh. We lost someone. Who did we lose?
Who did we lose?
I don't know,
Wait,
but they're
they
back.
came back. Oh, yeah. But
Yeah,
Dorothy's
came back.
like, thank you. Then he'll
I
look over to the drow.
The drow is currently incapacitated, hog-tied, and you watched as Hubert ripped out one of his teeth.
After a minute passes, he comes back. You'll never take me alive.
Okay. George kind of rubbing his chest a little. It's gonna be like, so they know about us anyway.
Apparently so.
And after a minute, the drow will eventually come to once the spell wears off.
I'm gonna leave the question and go over to you as he motions over to Adel, because if I do it, I'm gonna end up taking this man's head off.
Alright. Hale's going to walk over, have her arms folded behind her back.
The man seems to be feeling around in his mouth with his tongue, and upon realizing that his get-out-of-jail-free card is not where it's supposed to be, he'll just look to you quietly.
Who sent you? She asked in Elvish.
The Drow Queen.
And what was your mission?
To kill the leader of this army.
Alright. How many more of you did she send? Just you by yourself?
Yes.
Why?
If I died, there would be no loss to the army.
Okay. Were you at the forward operating base?
I won. And upon seeing a group of people coming to fight them, I went ahead.
Then how did she order you to come here? She's not at the forward operating base, is she?
No,
Telepathic communication?
he does not answer.
Look, you know that you cannot die without my say-so. At the moment, that death will be very, very slow. I don't want to hurt you, but you're putting me in a difficult position.
If you don't want to hurt me, it sounds like I have nothing to worry about.
Oh, but that's where you're wrong. You see, she doesn't want to hurt you. He, on the other hand, points to Hubert.
Then let him.
If given the right order, will. And he'll make sure not to kill you either.
That's fine.
What do you gain from not telling me anything?
I gain nothing, but I lose nothing as well.
You are going to do something if you don't tell him. Well,
My
don't
life.
tell me.
My life?
No. She will crouch down in front of him, or kneel down, and look down to him. How much freedom do you have?
He just raises an eyebrow to this.
When's the last time you were able to go for a walk, through a park, or go and eat your favorite meal without asking permission? When was the last time you were able to spend time with a loved one without worrying that someone's going to take it away from you? Or rather, when was the last time you were allowed to do what you wanted without having to ask someone for the right to do so?
None of these are really my concern.
Why?
Why would they be?
You don't want them to be?
No.
Why?
Why would I?
Because when you're free to make the life that you want, to love the people that you want, to have the families that you want. You learn to appreciate what it is that you've been given. I'm not going to assume that you've been a slave your whole life. Have you?
I am not a slave. I am a consort.
So then you've been living your life dictated by someone else, assumingly not by your choice.
He watches you for a minute and says, I have the ability to go wherever I want within reason, so long as I don't fraternize with other women.
More freedom than most. But within reason.
Correct.
I suppose that's why you were chosen to do this. So who is your master, then?
He does not answer.
Not allowed to say who your owner is?
I have no reason to tell you.
Well, she stands. I can give you a reason.
Unlikely.
How would your master feel if you're the reason why they gained a higher standing?
In Lady Hemostra's kingdom?
No,
Or yours?
mine.
Because we want nothing to do with you.
Why's that?
You are a traitor.
She frowns. How many people see me that way?
You abandoned your kingdom. You turned it against the Queen. And now you're waging war against her.
Didn't she do the same to her mother?
She killed her mother. But she didn't wage war against her.
I see. She just shakes her head. Well, allow me to put this bluntly. If you tell me what I want to know, I will let you go. You can return to your master, and if you tell me who they are, they'll receive benefits once I defeat my mother.
I'd rather die. If I return with my mission unaccomplished, I will be killed anyway.
And you'll
At
be
least this way, I don't have to darken her doorstep with my failure.
Then I guess we're keeping him.
You can be kept as a prisoner of war, then she would not know.
Then I'd find a way. I would find a way to ensure that she would never know.
It's... sigh. I see. She then shakes her head. So there's nothing you would want that would let you be more agreeable?
But I don't believe there is anything you can offer me.
You don't want your freedom. You
No.
don't want your You don't want your failure to disgrace your master's name. And
Freedom is not something I desire. I have a family I belong to.
You not. Alright. So then, if my mother sent you to kill the army's leader, and then I tell her that you failed, Would that not stalking your master's doorstep?
No, because at least I died attempting to do so.
And if you didn't?
I will die attempting to do so.
Except that you won't.
I'll find a way.
Will you?
No, you won't. We have ways to make you live.
Weirdest threat ever.
Weirdest. Yeah. If you don't comply, you will have to live with the fact you failed, and you will continue to live in the shame. You will not die. You will not get any rest.
Until such a point as you all slip up. I can find a way.
And then we'll just bring you back. And continue to do so. You will eternally live with this shame.
No.
Until you accept it.
He doesn't seem bothered by this.
Man, when do I get to make a persuasion roll?
You don't. You haven't said anything that he's willing to listen to for.
God damn it.
George will walk over and be, what if we threaten him with the shame of serving a different master?
I'll look to George, then look back to the drow assassin.
I won't serve anyone.
I didn't say you had a choice in that.
I will simply not do what I'm told.
Who said that
Like you're already doing?
Who said that you were going to be able to in the first place? As you see,
Oh, dude, that's
where I come
evil,
from,
evil.
where I come from, we have a way of getting people, even if they don't want to serve. So, you either tell us what you want to know, or you'll have to live with the fact that you're going to be serving someone else for the rest of your life.
If you're talking about the conscription into your angelic forces, I already know I won't be myself once that happens. As such, I don't care.
I'll look to him before looking back. Dad?
Eh,
Can you come here for a moment?
Dad, can you help, please?
what?
I recall that for a while, you had a prisoner. A general from the Solarian army named Flores.
Yeah.
How did you keep him in line?
Harm spells?
You didn't have something that made him agreeable?
No. He was never agreeable. I just made him listen to me.
Okay, hold on. I thought he had something that made him be like... He couldn't walk away, but you had to do whatever Obadiah Maxwell said.
Yeah, that was dominate
Yes.
person.
Ah. But Obadiah was saying harm. What the fuck? I don't remember
lied.
him ever hitting foreheads with a harm spell.
That's called lying.
No,
That would also kill him.
charm. He was saying charm.
Oh,
C-H-A-R-M.
charm.
Oh.
Ah.
Yeah, I heard harm too. Sorry.
And you Discord?
Yep. Can you please charm him? He gestures to the assassin. Well, dominate him, rather.
Don't say it like that. Let's see. Obi just says, you know what? I'll do you one better. Let's see. What's the casting time on this? Casting time 1 minute. Obi needs 1 minute.
Alright. It'll then going to produce the, what's it called? The Spirit Sigil, and in that 1 minute, it's just going to cast Globe of Invulnerability on herself, but also on the assassin.
It's not how Globe of Invulnerability works. It will encompass the assassin, but I think it also gets...
Yeah,
beastie.
it gets everyone in a 10-foot thing. I mean, it's like gonna get everyone, but you know.
Alright. So Obi will cast Gios upon the drow.
The fuck is Gios?
It's kind of like Dominate Persian, except it lasts 30 days.
Alright.
And has repercussions if you go against it.
You place a magical command on a creature that you can see within range, forcing it to carry out some service or refrain from doing some action or course of activity you decide. If the creature can understand you, it must succeed a wisdom saving throw or become charmed by you for the duration. He failed.
Alright.
While the creature is charmed by you, it takes 5d10 psychic damage each time it acts in a manner directly counter to your instructions. But no more than once a day a creature can't understand you is unaffected by the spell. You can issue a command, and you choose short of an activity that would result in certain death. Should you issue a suicidal command, the spell ends.
Huh, ironic.
Command, live.
That's exactly it. Ale is going to ask Ovitus to command him to live.
Listen to her. Obi says to the guy simply.
There you go. That works.
Ale frowns slightly at this, but we'll just look back to the drow assassin.
Because Jordan doesn't want to be NPC commanding NPC.
Fair enough. You have a spell on you that means you're going to do anything I say. And for the next 30 days, you're going to live as healthily and happily as you can.
You're going to want the desire to live, as it were.
He watches you as you say this.
So if you do not tell me what I want to know... Actually, just tell me what I want to know.
He says nothing but watches you.
What is the name of your master?
Hold on. I'm not near my notes.
Alright, we're getting somewhere.
I'm not near my notes, so it's going to take me just a second. Alright. Vashrin Fire is the name he says.
Is this someone that she recognizes at all?
Roll a history. Vashrin Vire is a noble family within your former kingdom who was fairly high on the totem pole, high enough to get a vote anytime a meeting of the families had to come along, which, you know, was mostly for show, as Hemastraza ultimately got the final say and everything.
They're one of the favorites.
How many people are in the army?
I don't know.
How many how many bases are surrounding their main base?
Innumerable.
Are there any weaknesses that you spotted in the main base?
I never looked for weaknesses.
Is there a gate? Is there a gate spell which is linking our realm to this one?
I came through something to get here.
Describe it.
A hole.
It'll look to Gloom Hollow. Does that sound like a gate spell?
Sounds like it, but maybe he can describe the hole in greater detail.
I simply saw it as a hole, sitting in the air.
Oh yeah, that's a gate.
That does sound like a gate or some other portal-like magic, so yes. And if it is a gate spell, then that implies a very high level of magical power.
Yes. Describe the structure of the main base. Does it have a wall? Is it in a fortress? Is it a camp?
Seated on top of a hill, wooden structures hastily built.
Oh, it's to George. Did you hear that?
Yep.
Okay. Amongst the army, is it just drow and slaves?
Yes.
He nods and looks to the others. Do any of you have any questions?
Do they have any defenses for air defense?
We have archers.
Any anti-magic fields?
No.
Okay, so that might be a possibility.
Any other questions?
How many generals are there?
Innumerable.
How many royal guards are guarding the queen?
Several. I did not see an exact number. As well as her consort.
Alton is here after all. Where's the changeling? Did you see a changeling?
I do not know of any changeling.
Please don't ponder. Was there a drow that had very thick thighs?
Oh my god.
What?
Nani?
He, goes to answer but bites his own tongue before he can.
Oh, hold on.
Answer.
You
The
know-
table.
You know something.
He continues to bite his tongue.
You
It
better
looks
make
as
sure
if he is more willing to bite his tongue off than answer this question.
Why can you not answer that question? Tell me.
He continues to bite his tongue for a while
Nope.
before
We're gonna stop that.
before
I believe-
eventually letting go and saying it would be unfaithful to my it would be unfaithful to the lady of my house.
Scandalous.
Yes, I had a feeling he was having naughty thoughts.
Elle just rubs her forehead.
Was there a drow with larger legs than normal?
He once again begins biting his tongue.
God
You
damn
will
it!
not-
Us again.
I can't
He will
tell
not-
if it's Dal Doritz because he's horny.
What if it's both?
We're not asking for a sexy opinion. We're just asking for descriptors of people.
He just continues to bite his tongue.
What
It
That would probably imply that he looked at someone else that wasn't his lady.
I see. So he was just attracted to her.
George will shrug. That's be like, how were you guys aware that I was the leader?
He,
That's actually.
he will hold his tongue for a little bit before opening it, and looks to you, George. And looks to you, George, before saying, our mages can scry you. We've scried you during your conversation when you were appointed the leader.
Ale is going to remember that her amulet of proof against whatever it's called got destroyed, and will look over to George because she swears he has one.
He isn't attuned to one.
Oh my god.
Also, scrying makes an orb in the general area, so all they had to do was get it on one of you who didn't have one, and then just let it float about.
Ale sighs and slips on her see invisible goggles. She is not going to be taking those off except for when she goes to sleep from now on.
You do not see any scrying eyes watching you presently.
Alright. So how much about us do they know?
We know he is the leader. You did not. You backed away from being the leader, and that you sent a group of people forward to handle the small reconnaissance crew. Other than that, we don't know much more.
Okay.
Are they setting up a trap for the army that's walking towards the camp?
No.
Are there any traps for us going forward that you are aware of?
No.
Can't think of any more questions to ask. Anyone else?
How often is your queen bringing in new soldiers?
I am not privy to that information. I am not high enough on the ladder.
When was the last time you saw more troops arrive?
I did. The only troops I saw arrive were the ones I came with.
How many did you come with?
Hundreds.
I see. But the army is spread out, right? It's not all in one place.
He just shrugs to this.
Alright. Are you in contact with my mother, or anyone else in the army?
I am not permitted to be in contact with the Queen.
Okay.
The only person that I am permitted to be in contact with is the lady of my house. But I do not have a means to contact her presently in case I was captured.
But then how did my mother order you to kill George?
She came to us and ordered me specifically to do it.
Why you specifically?
I don't know.
Hubert, he didn't have any tattoos on him, did he?
No, but he could have the family crest somewhere on his person, whether it be an object, a ring, a necklace, etc.
I might just be reading into this too much. Are you the only one that came with your troop that's capable of this mission?
Yes.
Okay, that
Everyone else is far too clunky.
She nods. Okay.
Was the weapon provided to you your own, or was it given to you?
I need you to ask that question again.
Was the weapon that he used provided to him, or was it his own?
It was my dagger. I was given a poison that should have killed you.
What type of poison?
Purple worm poison.
Ooh,
As a
check.
character who uses poisons
Check.
in a drink.
Check.
What do you mean, check?
Check on what that is.
Roll nature.
Spooky, scary poison.
You know that it is poison derived from purple worm venom, and it is one of the deadliest poisons people can get their hands on.
Hmm.
It's strong stuff.
Oh yes. Very potent. I'd imagine quite expensive too.
Only expensive if you don't harvest it yourself.
Well, unless they have a purple worm farm, I would imagine they get it on the black market.
Okay. I don't think any other questions come to mind. Hubert,
Yes.
what do you think?
I have no questions.
Jubilee?
Nothing that I can think of.
She nods. George?
Nothing at the moment.
Alright. Actually, I do have one more. And she looks at him. If the Queen loses the war, what do you think will happen to my home?
I don't know.
What would you have planned to do?
Nothing.
Your mistress?
Whatever she plans with me.
No, as rather, what do you believe she would do?
I don't know. I do not speak for her.
Alright. Well, you're not allowed to get into contact with anyone of the Drow army, nor with your mistress. And
He watches you silently, then gives no indication that he heard you. But obviously he has.
he looks over to Hubert. In time.
Hubert will reach down and cut the ropes.
Well, like I said previously, I want you to live a happy and healthy life, for as long as you're able. Do not put yourself in situations you know will kill you.
He just continues to watch you.
Adol, you are aware that that's only going to last 30 days, and then he's just going to do whatever he needs to do, right?
After 30 days are up, he's not going to do anything. By then, we would have dealt with my mother. Either she would have defeated us and he'll return home, or she would be defeated and he would end up acting upon the orders of his mistress, who would by then be most likely listening to the Empress. Am I wrong? And she looks to the assassin.
I don't know. I can't see the future.
He then looks back to George.
Alright.
Alright. Let's see. He's going to then open up her map. He is going to show him on the map and point him in this direction over here. If you'll be safe here, as long as you do not harm any of the plants or wildlife, you should be able to live there until the magic wears off. Then do as you will. Be polite to the locals. And she gestures. Be on your way.
He will stand and begin walking.
I'll watch him go before just very sadly sighing and sitting.
We're just gonna kind of sit there for. Gonna head over and sit by the rock. What are you thinking?
I did not realize, or rather, I was trying not to think about what my home people thought about me, and I cannot ignore it.
Did you not think about that when you decided to raise up an army against your own mother?
I figured that they would just see it as the state of the cyclical nature of our royal family. I did not think that they would see me in such a negative light.
Well, yeah, that could be over showing prejudice here, but if they do have absolute dying loyalty to the queen, then I think it's very straightforward that they'd see you as an enemy.
I am aware, but oh, thank you for not immediately killing him.
To be honest, I was still contemplating it.
I appreciate your self-control.
Meanwhile, Elfie, if I didn't think I did Beastie, I was gonna reduce him to ash.
Pretty much.
Now I probably need to rethink my strategy.
Indeed. She'll look, just shut her eyes and then hand the invisibility goggles to Hubert.
He takes them from you.
Please wear these. Make sure to do regular patrols to ensure that we are not being scryed on. And be sure to instruct the other soldiers about this as well.
Of course.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
And thank you, Dad.
Yeah. Little brainwashing never hurt nobody. Except for probably that guy, he says, pointing after where the child disappeared to.
Ella cringes at this and then just covers her face.
Hey, you told him not to hurt himself, so it's definitely not hurting him.
I dislike forcing people to do that way.
You didn't make them. I made them do it.
I could have
And
asked you not to.
Do it?
I could have asked you not to, and you weren't going to unless I asked.
I mean, I was probably gonna make him a zombie.
She just shakes her head further.
Well, all that considered, I...
Chaos?
Huh?
Hello?
We heard all that considered, and then you just stopped talking.
I may have an idea now. Sorry, this is why I said after that.
Your idea is?
Well, remember that they only have archers for any aerial attack, anything coming from the sky, right?
Yes.
Meaning they're not necessarily looking for anything dropping from above.
I wouldn't go as far.
If we push the army to do a full frontal assault, maybe we can windwalk our way in then, because they'll be focusing, looking forward rather than up.
That was going to be my... Well, then make sure to look around to make sure there aren't any... Are you sure there's no scrying eyes around?
There are no scrying eyes, George.
Okay. That was going to be a part of the plan once we got there, but I'm not sure how many people you'd be able to do that for. There's also, considering the minute we need to transform.
True. If we have the main army attack from the front and we windwalked around, so that way we could walk through the backside, that might be the best way to do it then, without getting any attention on us.
My other thought process is we could just set fire to their whole base since it's made of wood. Force them to push themselves out rather than trying to force our way in.
Let's try to combine the two ideas then. The way I see it, if we send the main army forward to start lighting stuff up, meanwhile, we go around and such and hit them from the back like this with our small group to go directly for the queen. That might be the best way to approach it. The main army can start torching them torching them to get people to start coming out and meet them at the front.
You have to remember the main army is going to be dealing with mostly slaves and drow soldiers. So unless you want to see a bunch of slaves set on fire, I don't think that's the best option.
Well, I still think a diversionary tactic is the best way to do this. If our group is gonna get a clear shot.
Beastie will just
The thing,
look over. Why not wait?
what do you mean?
Like, she points, like makes the figure of the battlefield on the ground with a stick and will point. Main army goes in, fights slaves until they're out of slaves, then they send in other people, then we go in, after we wait for them to be out of slaves.
I guess we don't know how many slaves they have.
Beastie shrugs.
Not the most.
Plus,
Probably
if
not the
anything,
most
they're going to
ideal
know that there's going to
strategy,
be a second force going for the queen directly, considering if they scrying at us a lot and they know about the plan.
Then change plan.
Actually, yeah. They're expecting the whole army to come at the front. What if we had the army come from the rear?
That would take us days to travel around. We'd also have to find a way to get the entire army front to the rear without them noticing us.
Right. Unfortunately, even with as powerful as Obitus is, I don't think he could transport that many people.
And even if I could, I probably wouldn't. That would be exhausting.
Beastie grins. You have idea.
What is your idea?
She looks around for something, but then just goes over, gets a stick, puts in a fire, then we'll raise it up. Boom.
Are you suggesting we blow up their base?
Yes.
That was
Goblin.
what I meant by destroying their base.
No. She shakes her. Goblin style.
George will kind of open his eyes and then remember that he still has the fucking goblin horde.
We get those blood thingies, and we put explosives in them. Then we send them over. Even if they stop them and bring them in, kaboom! Goblin style.
So your plan is to do exactly what they're doing. Fight fire with fire?
She
Or
looks blankly.
boom with boom, in this case?
Me don't know what you mean. Me just remember that many goblins like to do that, because it's fun. Me think about doing it, but Sinclair and Zardak get mad whenever me suggest it. But me suggesting it now, we can do it.
And as she is suggesting it, all of you notice that Sinclair is watching her very intently.
Beastie will look over. Me not wearing it this time, she says quietly.
You won't ever wear it.
When me able to survive it, me will wear it.
No.
I
Yes.
think the big problem is how do we get that many for the amount of blood elementals Adel has?
She looks over to...
The sky.
Sorry, what did you say?
I'm talking about the explosives themselves.
Well, says Adel. We do have Adam.
That's right, we do. Just imagine what happens if you rain blood elementals with explosives onto their main base from above.
How
You
would
also
we
have to
get
remember
them
that
up
they
there?
wouldn't walk.
That wouldn't work. The bag of holding would turn into wind as well. In order for that to work, you would have to become solid in the air and then drop.
If you're wind walking, yes. Last I checked, though, one of us can sprout wings. Looks
For a
to the
minute.
sleeping
Two.
priest.
For a minute. Hubert reminds her.
I can keep my wings up for as long as possible, said Adel.
So what if I were to transport someone 500 feet up, they fly, you drop the stuff, and then I transport us back down to the ground safely?
How would the blood elementals survive the fall?
Beastie smirks. They don't have to.
Wouldn't
then
it make...
Adel says,
Wouldn't it...
yeah, can't we just drop explosives on them, then?
Actually, that's a good point then, yeah.
Beastie shares. No, because if we just drop explosives, then they know that's explosives coming down. That's why goblins hide their explosives, so that nobody expects the big boom.
Note, none of the goblins hide their explosives, ever. In fact, every goblin you have ever seen has been holding 2 sticks of dynamite and brandishing them at you.
Hey, you... we always think there's no
It's
fucking way,
strange,
right?
but the goblin's making sense.
They're like
No.
this.
It's strange, but
No.
the goblin actually makes sense in this
You
regard.
guys,
If
Okay,
they
but
expect
let me-
to see elementals, they're not going to expect explosives.
But they're also going to know that the elementals aren't theirs. On top of that, from what we know, they could have people who can literally control blood. So we are literally going to be delivering them an army, a whole, essentially infinite ammunition of blood to them if that plan doesn't work.
But blood go boom.
How about we do it in a way to where it won't matter whether they survive or not, and then he will literally motion over to Obi over this.
What do you want? What do you want from me this time?
I think
You
he's
have-
suggesting the raining zombies.
Ooh, yes.
Raining zombies with explosives, that way they can't exactly use them against us.
Make
You
the
want me-
zombies swallow the explosives and then we drop them.
You want me to throw my horde of Barneys at these people just to die on impact?
Yes.
Sort of what?
Barneys. Every zombie in
names?
this bag is... zombie in this bag is named Barney.
But
Well,
yes,
I mean, you
says-
always have a. I mean, depending on how many people are dead in the war, you can always make a new army of Barneys.
Hey, Barneys are irreplaceable. The new ones would have to be Fredericks.
Well, you can get a new army of Fredericks then.
I mean, there would be plenty of supply, for sure. I made myself cringe with that one.
Adel does not look very happy with this conversation, but is not saying anything because, yeah.
Also, okay, I'm gonna sound like I'm overthinking here, but how do we know Agam is actually able to create enough explosives to blow up a whole base?
We
You
can
do
just
sound
ask
like
him.
you're overthinking.
What did you say?
Obi said, you do sound like you're overthinking. And Adel said, why don't we just ask him? Which I think sums up the duality of the film very well.
Alright, so then let's just ask him then.
Right? Adel will summon Agam.
Let's see.
You catch him on his break reading a magazine he really shouldn't be.
You actually,
He's
You
on the
act-
toilet.
you actually summon him, and he is currently sleeping.
What's wrong?
Beastie is gonna
He is-
poke him.
He is face first in the dirt. Just you hear muffled snoring, and then the grass around his head catches fire.
Beastie's gonna poke him with a stick. He pokes again.
He reaches up and breaks the stick and continues to snore.
He picks up another stick and pokes.
She pokes twice as much now that she has 2 sticks.
Dual wielding.
The pokening does not seem very effective against his metallic form.
Beastie will, like, rub her hands before just grabbing him and lifting him up overhead.
Roll grapple. You take 6 points of fire damage.
Acceptable losses.
Burning hammer incoming.
Alright, you lift him over your head.
Alright. She's then going to start spinning him.
Alright. You take 2 points of fire damage as you spin him.
Does it look like he's waking up?
No.
Alright, she's gonna start spinning faster.
You take 1 point of fire damage.
Beastie, put him down, please.
But he not waking up?
You take 2 points of fire damage.
Agam, can you please wake up before the goblin does anything else stupid?
You hear Agam snoring loudly.
Beastie sighs and just drops him.
Please.
Hubert just looks over and goes, "Why are you asking an unconscious person kindly to wake?"
I don't know. I figured he might be faking it.
What if we get Big Bucket?
Alright, George is simply going to...
Oh dear, my sword seems my magical sword seems to have broken.
Ah, what? Huh? He says, perking up to this.
Amazing.
There we go.
I made that yesterday!
No, you didn't.
Where am I?
Hello, Agam.
What the hell kind of place is Hello Wackham?
Agam, how many explosives do you
No.
think you can make before we're able to summon you again?
How many supplies you got?
What supplies do you need?
The explosive kind? He says, standing up and brushing himself off.
If we gave you gold instead, would that suffice?
No, I can't go out and buy stuff.
What if we
Oh,
gave...
not.
Hold on. Oh, yeah. I actually finished working on something. Hold on, I gotta find it.
What?
I was doing the the sound effects when you're like throwing stuff over your shoulder.
Oh.
See, now here
Like,
comes
the cartoon sound effects of going through a mess.
Now, here comes the major problem. There was something that I remembered that he had been working on for a while, and there is an enemy that I don't remember the name of, but I have to remember the name of this enemy before he can give it to you.
Describe what it was?
It was that mechanical spider that attacked you whenever it was trying to get freaky.
The hunter spider.
I don't think it was called a hunter spider, but yes.
Yeah, because when we
It
called
was part of the
the
hunter line, so
spider.
yes, actually, I believe it was.
I'm just getting giant spider. Oh. I don't remember the name of this creature. Anyway, I don't have to remember the name of it to remember the way it works. He will eventually pull out the head of the mechanical spider that had been hunting you all and holds it out.
It'll take it?
It's the cannon you asked me to rip from the thing.
Show a frown, remembering it was Mark that asked him to pull this out of the thing. I see.
Are you frowning? Do you realize how long it took me to get that?
Yes, thank you, Agam.
He just huffed to the insulted.
I apologize. The friend that had asked for this, he's no longer with us.
Oh, the mechanical one?
Yes, asked
Do you
him.
know where his
Yeah,
bits
that's what we were sad about.
Do you know where his bits are?
Not exactly.
Probably with his father.
Right.
Either way, thank you for this. But, yes, unfortunately we don't really have any supplies to make explosives.
I mean,
Well, unless
come
you
on,
got...
how does this cannon operate?
Oh, you pull the
One
trigger
sec.
and it fires.
Thorgrim Sinclair,
Thogrin looks to you, as does Sinclair.
do any of you or your Dwergar have any type of materials to help with making explosives?
Black powder?
Yes.
No. If you wanted us to bring that, you should have told us before we got here.
Shit. Okay. And he'll thank you, and then he'll walk away and will think to himself for a second.
Bestial shrew. If only goblin nests nearby, they definitely have that.
Hey, Agam, how powerful do you think this cannon is?
I know it blows
Think
things
it
up.
could easily knock down a wall?
He says, shrugging to this.
Jubilee proceeds to point it at a tree with nobody nearby. Well, one way to find out.
Don't. Do not. Jubilee,
Actually,
we're still.
Hubert, do you have the goggles on?
Yes.
Are there any creatures sitting underneath the trees?
No.
Just in case. And
Pretty
she
sure we're
points
not
up-
in the protected area anymore.
Just in case. And she points to the sky. Just shoot it up there.
Can't really test stopping power, but sure. Click.
You all hear a humming sound as the head of the spider opens, revealing the cannon, and you hear a noise, but you don't see anything.
Beastie looks a bit confused and looks down the hole. Where boom?
About 60 feet that way, he said. Agam says, pointing in the sky. But since you didn't hit anything with it, you're not gonna see it. It does weird energy stuff, he says, referring to force damage.
Oh.
Beastie nod.
Jubilee then proceeds to point it at the tree again.
Oh, Beastie's gonna walk over there. Just walk and spread her arms. Hit me.
No, Beastie, I'm not shooting it at you.
But why?
Because it might kill you.
It no kill me. Me
I
strong.
want to
goblin.
test it on a tree first. And this strong cannon. Cannon better. Strong cannon beats strong goblin, I think.
No. Oh, friend. I mean,
Hubert will look to you, Jubilee, and say, "And now you've made it to where you won't be able to not shoot Beastie.
yeah.
You haven't."
Beastie looks pissed.
Well,
Howdy, Beastie.
Adel, for the record, I don't do this because I'm trying to kill anyone.
Bang.
Jubilee starts to take aim. Well, this is one way to do a field test, I guess. You ready?
I remember the name of the creature.
What's it called?
The Retriever.
Ah, right. Of course.
The golden.
I mean, I guess there could be golden variants of it. Now I just have to find the fucker's stat block.
Is Adel starting going to stop or sigh or do anything?
She looks like she's been having a bad morning / bad night, and at this point she's just sitting there observing.
God.
Click.
Bang.
What the fuck?
Goblin proceeds to turn into banana.
What?
The hell?
Hold on. What?
I don't know.
Oh my god.
Well, how about to obliterate a goblin?
No, I'm trying to. You know what? I'm just gonna get monster right now. I was trying to make this easier on myself by googling it,
Google that shit.
and my problem is that I'm finding a different enemy also referred to as the Retriever, and I can't figure.
Cool.
Yeah. And I have found its Forgotten Realms wiki, which isn't helpful. There we go. Okay. Beastie, you need to roll a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, no.
Alright.
Were you looking up a specific spell, perchance?
It's not a spell.
Okay.
Alright. Alright. Jubilee, you need to roll 5d10.
Ooh, that's spicy.
Beastie, you take 13 force damage as the blast hits you.
Alright. Beastie skids back, and then stands up straight and laughs. Ha! Me am stronger than gun.
Wow, I did exactly even damage.
This is nice and all, but we do need to figure out what we're going to do about the whole explosive thing.
Beastie looks over. Find goblin nest.
We don't have
Beastie.
time to do that, Beastie.
You know how scouting thingies?
That implies that we have the time to send out forces for that. And if we do,
Yeah, Agam.
never mind.
Alright,
What do you think would happen if you overload this thing?
I know.
Overload.
I'm not
Looks
the
at
one.
group.
I'm not the one who made it.
Yes, you... Never mind.
No, I just tore it out of the spider. I didn't make this.
Jubilee, if you need to know, and then we'll just point over towards Thorgrin and Sinclair. They literally are the people who are capable of making that thing, as well as Supreme.
Well, says he. It was Supreme that made it. They just commissioned it. Well, they might know.
I was just thinking, if we need materials for explosives, I might be holding a good material right now.
Edel will look to Agam to see if this is true.
Huh? He says, just looking confused.
They're asking if you can turn that into an explosive.
No. I mean, I guess if you plug the barrel and try to shoot it multiple times, sure.
Could you rig it to do that?
Yeah, he says as he pulls a potato out of his bag and stuffs it in the barrel.
Alright, let me...
It's a potato gun.
Allow me to
That's some Looney
rephrase.
Tunes bullshit.
Can you set it up so that once the trigger is pulled, it will pull again multiple times after we throw it and explode sometime afterward?
Oh. I could barely get it out of the dang thing.
So essentially, it is a bomb, but it's a suicide bomb.
He just shrugs. I personally wouldn't make it explode. But, you know, that's just me.
Oh well. Takes potato out and gives it back to Agam.
Wait, where did he even get that
The
from?
thought was appreciated, though.
You think there'd be any doors at the base?
Well, if there are, we can buy explosive materials from D. Or rather, just buy explosives from him.
That's what I was thinking.
I guess we'll have to see.
Worst case scenario, we can give this to the forward army. They have a good battering ram now.
Well, thank you for your effort, Agam.
Yeah.
We apologize for disturbing your slumber.
Actually, I do have a request.
Yeah.
Can you produce... What's this? Oh, like a sort of catalyst or way to channel an energy source into, say, something like this, and she produces the fire staff you made. But rather than fire being its source, I'm able to push in a source of energy into it.
This man has no fucking clue what you're talking about right
What
now.
the fuck?
As far as this man
His eyes literally went cross-eyed.
as far as this man is concerned, you are speaking French.
I mean, French isn't that, difficult to understand. It's probably more like speaking, I don't know, Cantonese.
Well, considering the fact that French
Silence,
isn't even a
Canadian.
language in this world, it's definitely confusing.
I mean, fair, but so is every other language. Never mind.
Beastie will
Silence, Canadian.
Beastie will just
No.
pat it'll,
No.
and then we'll look over to Adam. Silly firehead. It's like this, and she will say, and then she's going to, in stupid speak, basically say, take fire staff, take fire out of staff, make empty staff that people can put fire into, but they have the fire.
No.
He looks back to Ado and shrugs. He said he can't.
Because that would mean you're absorbing the magic that's in the staff, and that's not possible.
I'm not talking about taking the magic out of the staff. I mean, me being the source of the magic in the staff.
Huh?
Nani?
I don't understand what you're asking me, lass.
She wants to fuel the staff with her magic.
Alright, so, player to DM talk, what exactly are you asking for?
Ado wants a staff that is similar to a flame staff, but instead uses dark ether as a source. So a staff of dark ether, essentially. But
I mean-
instead of the dark ether being in the staff, she just uses the staff as a catalyst.
I mean, I guess if you can find me that voodoo juju that you have or something.
You need that to be part of the staff in order for it to work.
I mean, yeah, I need a catalyst, don't I?
I thought the staff itself would be the... Besides.
Look, if the staff itself ain't got, like, the crystals yet that makes it able to actually hold the energy, you're just gonna wear down the staff.
That's true. Hold on. She will then produce the pouch of dark ether crystals that she has. Will this be enough?
He takes it, opens the pouch, scratches his head a bit, and says, I can try.
Thanks. Alright, that thing that she got all the way at the beginning of this campaign. Good frickin' lord. It finally came in clutch.
Infinity later.
Yeah, 2 goddamn years, well, going on 3 years later. Well, thank you, Agam.
Yeah.
Anyone else have anything they want from him?
I think so.
Alright. Guess I'll see you later, Agam.
Alright, I guess I got work to do.
Yep.
I still here.
She sends him on his way. Last time she summoned him, he left by himself, so she figured he'd do it again. Oh, sorry, then sorry, heading back to her tent. Wow, what's an eventful morning/night.
Very eventful.
Yes.
Oh, do you all settle down for the evening?
Wait, is it morning, evening, or night?
It's like 3 in the morning.
Ah. Oh.
Your rest was technically interrupted.
Oh. I guess. He's just gonna sell for the night.
Alright.
Going to talk about how the group now has a gigantic suicide bomb that she wants to use.
We're just gonna settle
Jubilee will wait
down again.
for tomorrow morning to.
Okay. Let's see.
I'll give the gun over tomorrow morning to someone, or I'll let it'll take care of it. I don't know.
Alright, and Matt's characters are going to auto settle down because he is presently burped.
No, I'm not.
Are you sure?
I don't think I am.
I don't know.
Do you want me to check?
Yes.
Okay. I'll be right back.
Away he goes.
See, I told you. He's not here. So he'll auto settle down.
Alright, I'm back. LV will go to tree and sleep under tree. And Thorgrim will go to rock and flop on rock. Good night, rock.
Can't believe this motherfucker rolled a nat 1. Goddamn.
Not
Yeah,
only did
negative
he,
1.
not only did he roll a nat 1, he rolled a nat 1 with a negative 1 in his intelligence. So he rolled a 0. Alright. The rest of the evening will go uneventfully. And the sun will rise the next day.
Right. I'll awaken. Step out and look around.
Hubert will be sitting outside your tent, currently wearing the goggles, and brewing coffee.
Morning, Hubert.
Hello, my Lady Adelzade.
I'll just go sit next to him.
How are you?
Hanging in there.
Coffee.
What?
Coffee.
Yes.
He will pour you some coffee.
Don't take it and drink it.
The rest of you are free to wake up whenever you like.
George will wake up and
Slap his nuts.
What?
Huh?
he'll wake up and eventually check over himself to make sure he isn't injured or feeling a certain type of way from the poison.
I mean, you definitely feel weird, but other than that, no. You know, as good as one can feel after having a near-death experience.
Yeah, that's every day at this point with this group.
Brew. Breach.
And he'll just sit cross-legged and we'll start waiting to see if he sees the army come back.
Alright.
PC's gonna walk over to George. Hey, why are we not walking over to meet up with them?
Well, we still can. Just gotta wait for everyone to wake up.
Okay. And she's going to grab 2 pots. And we'll start walking over menacingly. All 2 pans, rather. Soon enough. Loud goblin yelling and banging of pans.
Ugh.
Yeah, they tend to do that.
Alright, so the rest of you are waken up by a goblin paying some pans.
God damn it, shut up.
Wake up!
Shut up.
Make me!
Take pan from Beastie.
She'll pull out another pan and a pot and we'll continue banging.
Poor Ren looks like he's about to whack Beastie with the pan that he took.
I think people are awake now, Beastie.
Yeah. As George says this, you actually see Sinclair sitting in a meditative pose watching you, with Thogred scratching his side and holding a mug of steaming coffee, watching you, as they have been awake since you started banging, long before though, most likely, and are just watching your antics. They seem very used to this.
Is it Tuesday already?
It is a day ending in Y. As in, why are you doing that?
She'll snatch her pants away. To make everyone wake up.
We were already awake.
You weren't awake fast enough.
We were awake before you were.
Wake up fast. Faster. And she puts the pans away. Then looks back to George. Everyone awake now.
Again, been awake.
Yes, now they extra awake.
Alright. I guess once everyone's ready to move out, we will meet up with them.
Remind me to learn the telekinesis spell so that I can pull the pan from her hands and smack her in the head with it.
Beastie smirks. You think that your mind is stronger than my muscle?
Ogren will
No,
look at you, Elvie, and go, when are you the one who gets angry about this sort of shite?
Oh.
Since I met a pair of goblins that irritated me, pointed me nearly disintegrating both of them.
As you say this, Sinclair looks at you. You see her ears go back.
I don't mean you, Sinclair.
In fact, you mean any goblin is what bothers me.
I apologize. I didn't mean it that way. Please forgive me.
Beastie will go over and bat her on the head, softly, with a pan. It'll still make the comical pan noise, though.
Ding!
Bonk.
We're just eventually gonna walk over to Enosarde.
It'll look. Morning.
Morning. The plan is we're probably going to, or not probably, we're going to set out to start making our way over to where the camp was to meet up with the army, and then maybe on the way, if we see any types of shacks or abandoned buildings, we can use that to shop to meet up with Devilish D.
Okay.
We're just gonna go make sure everything's ready, and see if everyone else to be ready to go.
Oh, Beastie's ready to go.
Yep. I was ready to go.
Chaos?
I'm ready to go.
Alright.
I suppose we are all ready to go then.
In that case... Alright. suppose I need to do some quick work. Fast.
Make some quick work out of it.
Get the fuck out of here. Yeah.
And it sure is a shame that at the end of Aria's choice, they completely destroyed all the nuclear weapons that they had, eh?
Indeed.
And before the fucking queen uses a nuclear weapon on the army.
I mean, like, one of the nukes already had an
dear.
effect on this continent. I wouldn't be surprised if the other one is just somewhere around here. You go on
The
the
only-
side mission as, oh yeah, congratulations, you completely removed the public development of nuclear armaments in this land. The Cold War has restarted. And you got a level up, yay! Mutually assured destruction and a feat.
See, if I were going to do that, there would be people who were worshipping it. Like the
Worshipping
cult.
what, like the children of Atom in Fallout?
Sure.
God fucking damn, that's kinda scary.
Sounds sick though.
All hail atom bomb.
Atom bomb, baby.
All hail radiation.
Little atom bomb. You are my wigwam. You're just the way I want you to be. A million times hotter than TNT.
We saw this thing kill a giant. Clearly it is powerful.
It is an eldritch god, you anger it, and people that are far away can no longer see, and you cannot live in the same place as its explosion for years. You know, when you describe it like that, it is kind of godly, ain't it?
Whoa. Alright, so as you all travel to meet up with the army, you travel the entire day's travel, and eventually you do in fact see the army up ahead. Most of the Drow Templars are off on their own, seeming to be eating, setting up camp for the evening, and whatnot. I forgot to move other tokens, so I'm having to move those real quick.
I notice a chunk of the Templars are missing.
Look bottom left of the map.
Oh. Oh, the slaves.
They're on guard duty.
Alright.
And
Duty.
there we go.
I was going to see what her copy is up to. Well, alternate self, rather.
As you approach, you see that she is not wearing armor and is currently digging.
Graves? She asks.
Yes.
She'll nod and leave her to it. Actually, no, she won't. We'll say. How many losses did you suffer?
I suffered none.
Okay. And the Templars?
Also none. We were fighting slaves and only a handful of drow. This wasn't a real skirmish to begin with.
I see. Well, an assassin tried to kill George. He can give you more of the details.
I hope that he does.
Oh no. Oh no.
I was then going to look off
Where's this dead man?
this direction. Are they also making graves, or are they just chilling?
No, they're digging.
Don't leave them to it. Guess she'll go over to check out the slaves.
They are all seated within the group of Templars. The Templars are giving them enough space to be comfortable, but not enough space to move too freely. The slaves are, you can see, have a stale food before them. It looks as if it was left over from midday, where the Templars attempted to feed them.
How many slaves are there? Just 8?
10 per stack,
80.
for a total of 80.
Her face sours as she remembers what half of them are going to be dealing with. And she just quietly heads back to the others.
George just lets out a sigh.
What's the matter, George? Where's Beastie? Oh, there. What's the matter, George? She says while patting him on the back.
Nothing, just trying to prevent myself from overthinking.
Thinking about what?
Thinking about how you probably could have only sent half the Temple Army to deal with this. But now they have a no for how many Templars they're going to be dealing with. They can make plans accordingly.
He shrugs. Oh well. Don't worry about it.
What? Okay.
Besides, if they'd be doing the scrying eye thingy before, then they already know how many Templars there are.
That is true.
But don't worry about it. All you're doing is making yourself upset. And when you're upset, your fight is good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That reminds me. I need to go and speak to them about that. As I'll head up to Bareth.
He will turn and look at you as you approach.
Two questions, or one statement, one question for you, Bareth. Statement being that we've been getting spied on by scrying eyes, so if any of you or your troop are able to keep an eye out for that, then please do.
I will see what I am able to do, but I am uncertain if we will be able to detect scrying eyes. I will see what I am able to do, however.
Okay. Then, second question, do any of your men possess any type of explosives or black powder?
No, we have no need. We have flame magic.
Okay. And then that's that then.
He nods to you.
Now I'll just head back and sit down.
Beastie's going to poke George.
Why are you poking me?
Bill points with her thumb over at Eddie.
She's doing something.
She'll point a bit more vigorously.
I don't want to disturb her.
Beastie sighs. How are you going to make child when you this clueless, George?
That I don't want to disturb someone while they're in the middle of something?
She points. She alone making holes while others making holes up in many people. She wants help from someone that will be with her when she deep in thought. Go say hi. Go help. Don't just stand around and do nothing.
Which will let out another sigh and roll his eyes as he'll stand up and head over.
There we go.
As you get to her, you see her actually with a lot of care lower the first body into the grave that she then begins to bury.
You need any help?
She looks to you and goes, "Do you have a shovel?"
Actually, to check his inventory. Huh. Surprisingly enough, I do not.
If you can find a shovel, then you're free to dig the other grave. I have to bury this one, though.
We'll then go and look around to see if we can find a shovel.
You will not find a shovel in the wilderness.
You will then go back to the group and ask, do any of you guys have a shovel?
I got an explorer's pack. There's got to be a shovel in there somewhere. Hang on. Yeah. Start digging through my explorer's pack.
Let's see. The explorer's pack has a backpack, a bedroll, a mezca, a tinderbox, a torch, 10 rations, a water skin, and rope.
Oh no, it does not have a shovel.
Some explorer's kit.
Usually we'll listen to this. We'll pick up a stick, take out a pan, we'll remember the knot that was used to tie the halberdier taught by the redeemed, and we'll tie the pan to the stick.
Full sleight of hand?
Alright, MacGyver. Let's see if you can do it.
More like MacGruber.
A Gruber!
So you begin working, and you were attempting to tie a pan on a stick, but tie a pan on a stick, but instead you tied a stick onto the pan, which clearly can't work.
Huh?
I'm using goblin logic.
She sighs and just tosses the pan away. Yeah.
Beastie, That totally... Why did you...
What?
You just threw the...
Just never mind.
She sighs. Speak slowly, dwarf. That's where you can use your words.
Never mind, I'm good.
No, repeat after me. A, B, C.
You or
Spinach, casserole.
Tummy.
Honey.
Gareth, do you by chance have a shovel?
are you asking Hubert?
No, I was asking Bareth.
Oh. He looks to you and began checking his inventory before shaking his head and says, "No, it does not appear that I carried one with me."
Okay. Then he'll go up to Hubert. So, Hubert, do you by chance have a shovel?
Hubert will look to you. He will watch you for a very, very long while before
Please.
pulling out a trowel.
What's a trowel?
It is a hand shovel.
Yes, a very small shovel.
Why did he stare for so long? What the fuck?
Then,
Just
as the awkward silence follows, he will also offer you a regular shovel.
What?
Wow! Asshole!
Oh fuck!
I always appreciate your sense of humor. I know to take the regular shovel.
Nobody can't help but laugh.
Then he'll walk over. And
No.
we'll start.
If you had taken the trowel before waiting, if you had taken the trowel before waiting for the shovel, Hubert would have watched you dig that hole with the trowel.
And he's such a troll.
And I'll head over and start
No, he's a half elf.
digging up a second grave.
Roll.
Are you sure about that?
Oh no! Oh, he actually does.
Oh, hey! Thank God for 19s.
All right. So you begin to dig a hole as Eddie continues to bury the other drow. You notice that the drow she is burying has his eyes closed, has been removed from his armor, has his hands crossed over his chest, as well as 2 gold pieces resting on his eyes as she is burying him.
Ah, classic.
We'll just let me in silence for a little bit, and then we'll say they somehow sent in a not somehow they sent an assassin last night to try to kill me.
Yes. I was told you survived the assassination attempt.
Yeah.
Are you well?
I'll be fine. It's just they more than likely know about my original plan then.
She nods to this. To be expected.
Yeah, there is a second one in the works, but I'm not too sure how well it's going to work out either.
We'll have to wait and see then.
Yep. And I'm guessing there was no troubles here at all?
No. Whenever most of the army, she says, using that term very loosely in this instance, were slaves, it was pretty much a cakewalk to get through.
Huh. Yeah, I suppose that makes sense. What we were told, it was mainly more like a
Reconnaissance.
reconnaissance camp.
That doesn't surprise me. But, at the same time, I didn't let my guard down until the battle was over. And then, the graves needed to be dug.
That's good, at least. Do you know if any of the slaves had any collars on them or anything like that, or tried to?
None that are intact any longer.
So you guys managed to contain it, or did it not really affect you guys?
We broke them off.
I'm sorry, you broke them off?
Yes. Whatever causes the collars to detonate either wasn't here or we handled the person who had the detonator. Upon making it to where only the slaves were available, we simply broke the collars off of their necks.
Huh. Well, I guess that's good to know at least. Apparently their fortress is also hastily built, so we might have that going for us.
Also unsurprising. They haven't had a chance to get true materials to build anything lasting out here.
And I'm guessing you think that'll favor us?
No. I don't think it will favor nor cause problems for us. If it's hastily built, that means it's easily escapable.
So, if by chance there was an attack on the base itself, you don't think that would do much of anything?
I think I think that it would succeed in catching the base on fire, but anyone who was in the base and not on the front lines or watching the fight go on would probably be in there as a prisoner. At least in my opinion. Maybe even pets, she says as she finishes up the grave and begins patting the dirt to be as stable as possible.
Huh. So you think if the building were to be set on fire, they would just only leave with the people that are important and let everyone else just burn inside?
We're talking about trial, George. Anyone who's important wouldn't be in a burning building. Hell, the Queen may even injure somebody just to watch them burn alive.
Which kind of shudders to that a little bit.
That's fucked up.
But
That's...
I cannot make a say for what type of person this Drow Queen is. Only my own mother.
Huh.
She will then stick her shovel in the ground, walk over, very carefully pick up the next body, lay them in the grave, crossing their arms over their chest, pulls out 2 gold, and rests 1 on each of the Drow's eyes, before backing away and motioning you to begin to bury.
He'll start burying.
Roll athletics.
Oh no.
You go to start, and as you go for your first scoop, you hear a snap as the shovel breaks.
Oh. You're gonna be mad.
That's unfortunate.
He appeared.
Hello, Hubert.
Hey man, he appears.
Hubert says nothing, and from the side of your head, you just see a trowel.
Now you have to use the small one.
He will take the trowel and say, "Thank you, Hubert."
Hubert will then return to Adelsarde.
We'll just look at the trowel and then the broken shovel. Then he'll attempt to try to use the trowel and see how well it goes.
Full athletics with disadvantage.
Oh,
Oh
dear.
no.
You know, I'm starting to believe that there might be a higher power, and he didn't create anything, he just likes to fuck with us.
So as you go to do the first scoop, you scoop it in, and you hear a clink as you break into Hubert's trowel now.
Oh, dear.
Wow!
Say his name and he appears.
It gets more and more like wavy and distorted.
We're just gonna pull out the pieces of the trowel. It's gonna take the bigger side of the hammer. Wait, was it like just it's like the shovel itself, or is it like a shovel and some stick left on the broken actual shovel?
Only the headpiece broke off of the shovel. So you have the headpiece and then the stick that it was attached to.
We're just gonna side eye over at Eddie to see how she's reacting.
She is leaning on the handle of her shovel hands rested on the top of it, with her head rested on her hands, watching you.
It amuses me.
She's morosexual. She's attracted to morons.
I feel like you're enjoying this.
I'm just watching.
Mhm. It'll scratch his head for a moment, and then we'll. Think to himself for a second. Can I borrow your shovel?
She leans back, pulls the shovel from the ground, and offers it to you.
Thank you. And then he will try to shovel again.
Roll
Oh
that.
no.
Oh dear.
Oh
If
no.
it's another 6.
Oh my god.
Good news, ladies and gentlemen, it's not a 6.
Bad news, it's worse.
So, as soon as you take the shovel from her and lift it into the air, you hear a thud as the head of the shovel just falls off.
What the fuck?
Eddie will look down at the head of the shovel, and then just look at you.
George is gonna do his best to not rage at himself for
It's
this.
like a Donald Duck cartoon.
I'll be right back. He's going to take the pieces of the shovel and head over to Otto.
Shovel, shovel or shovels? Because
The
you
shovels.
What about
What
the
about-
trowel?
You'll leave the trowel for later. I'm gonna walk over to Otto.
Jubilee, just from nearby
and-
seeing this, just goes, ow.
What have you done?
I've somehow broken 3 shovels. Well, 2 shovels and a trowel.
Impressive. I
I
don't
know,
believe-
I hate it. Otto,
I
can you
don't-
please fix these?
I don't believe you've been using the proper fulcrum.
Please do not talk smart to me right now. I am already embarrassed enough as it is. As Otto's going to take the pieces of the shovels and will cast mending on both of them to try to fix them.
it takes a few minutes, but you do in fact fix the shovels.
LV will reach over George's shoulder and mend
Man, what?
the trowel.
Oh.
No, I think he left the trowel.
Yeah, he left the trowel.
Oh, okay.
He will.
Oh.
As he'll walk back with the 2 shovels and say, "Thank you, Otto." He'll hand the shovel that Eddie was originally using back to her. Will look at the shovel and say, "I'm going to try this one more time, and if somehow, by some cursed miracle, this thing breaks again, I'll let you handle it."
As you approach and are saying this, you actually see Eddie is presently on her knees, doing handfuls of dirt, scooting it into the grave, before she stands up, dusting her hands off, takes the shovel from you, and then with her free hand makes a go-on motion.
He will try to shovel again.
Roll athletics.
Don't.
Oh my god. How does it keep getting worse?
I am in. My dude, just go home. Bad enough.
You stick the shovel into the dirt, and you push down. You are confident that it won't break at the headpiece like it did last time, only for it to snap in the middle with you falling onto your butt. With Eddie once again, head rested on her hands, rested on the shovel, watching you.
Okay.
George at this point is just gonna fucking
Accept defeat.
George, at this point, is not going to accept defeat and is going to take the half part of the shovel and is going to try it again.
Oh my god.
Roll athletics with
I
disadvantage.
swear if it's a 3.
Watch this one be a nat 20. Yeah.
Oh,
It's
shit.
better.
You broke double
Better.
digits. Well, okay, I did disadvantage, you didn't, but...
You begin working, but it's not effective. Yeah, due to the fact that you're using only half a shovel, you can't really get a full shovel's worth. And the leverage makes it to where you're working it slowly.
Then he will eventually, after doing it a little bit, it's just going to sit down and be like, I'm just going to admit defeat before I embarrass myself any further.
Pretty sure.
Don't give up. Whisper yells Beastie.
Give me this second shovel.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
She offers you her shovel.
And he will try it again.
You know what I want from you.
This one's not even this.
There it is!
The
There
whole
it
group is
is.
watching this catastrophe happen.
Man. What
You take the-
fuck?
You take the shovel from her, and as you take the shovel from her, your foot, the dirt under your foot slips, causing you to fall into the grave.
Oh no. Is there a body in there?
Yeah.
Oh no.
You fall onto the body. The gold pieces come off of the hands, and come off the eyes, and the hands come uncrossed.
Oh god.
But hey, the shovel didn't break this time.
Yeah. No, George is going to do his best to fix the body, cross the hands again, and put the gold back on it.
Okay.
Climb out of the grave, hand Eddie the shovel, and it's just going to sit down.
Eddie will take the shovel and begin digging very calmly.
And George is going to collect the pieces of the shovel and the trowel, and we'll wait for her to finish.
And his dignity.
Eddie will continue for a good few minutes before eventually finishing digging the grave, pats the dirt down, before she dusts her hands off and sighs. I'll have to get Hube to do rights on these.
That would be a good idea.
Why would it be a good idea, George?
I mean, it's always...
She then looks to you. She's waiting for your answer.
I mean, so... I mean, it is technically... people who died in the field of battle. They deserve to be properly buried, I guess.
But why? Do you have a reason for believing this, or are you saying what you think I want to hear?
No, it's... I genuinely think it's something that's good to do with people who fight for what they believe in. I haven't really gotten the option to do it myself since we're always traveling. I don't really kill people that often, so...
Resists the urge to make her sneeze. Sorry, I'm allergic to bullshit. People all
I don't even need to roll an insight check for that.
She watches you for a while before looking down and saying, but something I don't think you consider when you take a life. These people had families. These people had somebody waiting for them to come back. Some of them probably had children. Now they've died in a land not their own. Can't even be buried at their home. The least I can do is give them a grave.
Well, I think that's very kind of you.
I know a lot of times, a lot of people seem to forget that these are living, breathing individuals. These people have dreams, wants, desires. It's so easy to vilify them to the point where you don't believe they are worthy of any of that, and are willing to kill on a moment's notice. And as she says this, she looks to you, George, almost as if she's referring to one of the other talks you two had where you said you were more than willing to kill on the battlefield.
Is there a reason why you're looking at me as you say that? For me, I personally understand that people, even though it might not seem like it, that these people have families, that they have people that they are probably looking forward to going back to, but if I wasted my time dwelling on every single person that I've killed in the past, that would cause me to hesitate. And to be honest, I've had too many instances where hesitating has caused too many issues for me.
Have you had a moment where hesitating is the right thing to do?
Once that I can remember, but that was only because it was the only way to defeat somebody.
She watches you for a while before nodding a bit, and then takes the shovel and rests it on her shoulder before saying, "It's good to see you. Maybe we can share some drinks tonight."
I'd like that.
She gives you a small smile before walking to her group, talking, and as she does, you see Hugh holding a small book, one hand outstretched over the graves and muttering as all of the graves are glowing ever so slightly. Hugh will nod as Eddie says something to him before she goes off to be on her own.
George will walk back to the group with a destroyed shovel and a trowel, and will ask Otto once again to fix them, as Otto will then cast mending on both of them to fix them, and he'll then walk over and hand them back over to Hubert.
Hubert will take them from you and look to you. How did you manage to break a shovel? Why?
Apparently, I don't know how to properly dig, so that probably was why.
Hubert looks like he's about to say something, but then we'll just put the items away and say nothing.
The man has realized he's had enough.
Oh no, it's not that. Well, at least you didn't give up, George.
Yeah, at least until I actually fell on someone's body. Then we'll actually go and look around. Is there any like buildings or any places that? Oh,
Before I do that, I have to say, I have to tell you what Beastie found with her investigation.
Uh-oh.
So
God.
Beastie,
Yes.
as you look around for any signs of collar debris, you move aside a few broken weapons, and you find a pair of bagpipes.
Oh no.
Oh no! Oh no! Well,
Why are you giving Beastie bagpipes?
Beastie's eyes gleam as she picks up the bagpipes. And will immediately give it a good old blow.
Alright.
Thorgrim sees the Beastie pick up the bagpipes and he goes, Beastie,
Hold
no!
You do not see, none of you see it, but all of you hear the bagpipes start playing, and when you look towards where the sound should be emanating from, you do not see anybody.
What?
What the fuck?
Nani.
You hear the bagpipes, but you don't see anyone.
Thorgrim immediately, he's standing, and then, when the bagpipes sound, he, falls into the ground. What the fuck was that?
And then, once Beastie runs out of air and stops playing, she becomes visible again.
Oh my fucking god, bagpipes of invisibility, let's go!
So long as you are playing those bagpipes, you are invisible.
Elvy's gonna take one, I assume, we see Beastie apparate once the bagpipes are done playing, yeah?
Correct.
Elvy's gonna take one look at Beastie with the bagpipes, and is going to put two and two together and go, that is perhaps the dumbest use of an item I have ever seen in my life.
She grins and blows into the bagpipes.
Beastie goes invisible because she is currently playing the bagpipe.
She stops blowing and looks to the bagpipes. This is amazing. This is better than finding the explosives. I am a happy goblin.
Oh no.
This is the greatest thing I've ever found, except for you, Scraw. But this is very close second. And she has a big old smile on her face. She is very, very happy with her find. But then she'll look over.
Gremlin mode has been activated.
She'll look over to George. George, he was watching. You did very good.
And I'm gonna do, if I may, Jay, I apologize, but I have to do this. Elvy's going to go to George, and is going to place a piece of paper into his hand, and
George will open up and look at the piece of paper.
piece of paper has a very accurate and very complex diagram on the angle, the pressure, and the force required to properly dig.
The fuck?
That like in a math class where it's how much pressure must you apply? in order
Motherfucker
to-
wrote a theorem on this shit.
basically. And it is extraordinarily mathy.
George will just look at it, read it over once, and then just put it in his pocket.
Obi
Hold on.
will then walk over and also hand you a note.
God.
George will then open up and read the note.
It is a stick figure diagram of a stick figure digging that just says, dig like this.
Oh, I mean, that's a simple version, I guess.
Thank you.
There are two methods of teaching.
At least you answer, George. You did good, George. You show her that even if you make fool of yourself, even if you make the biggest embarrassing thing that she or you have, or I or anyone has ever seen,
That the entire Templar army
yes,
watched
the
you.
entire Templar army. In fact, hundreds, if not thousands, of people watched that, and they saw you attempt to do it for many minutes. In fact,
The most horrifically embarrassing thing.
yes,
Please,
and if you're being
please,
scribed
please,
by
please,
the drow,
please,
then
please.
that means the enemy army saw it too, and that means even more people saw that, and I would be very embarrassed if I were you. But you kept going, and that shows to her that you are as good and brave
Sword
as
is
I know
going
you
to use his Asimov form and then just start flying upward.
are. Hey, where are you going?
Oh, hold on, I got this. Obi will poke Beastie and give her fly.
Oh, thank you. And she'll fly off. But me, I'm saying that you kept going despite how everyone saw that, and even though it was embarrassing, it means...
Beast, George is then going to put his hands on his lips as if telling her to shush and try to look as serious as possible, as if something serious is happening.
Pause.
Troll George episode.
He's also lying because nothing serious is happening at all. So
Roll deception.
just wants.
Oh,
As George makes a shush motion, you hear your goose duck honking at you. He wants Treatos.
Oh, I
he'll
knew
hand,
this.
he'll hand him some treats. But let's
You
see.
can't. You're in the air.
Oh. Wait, doesn't she have her bag with her?
Yes, but you're in the air.
How does being in... Oh, he's on the ground.
Your goose duck is not in the air.
Okay. Oh, let me see real quick. Oh! She knows. But she looks down to Duck, looks back to George. Says, look, all me saying is, you showed
Actually,
her.
I think since George.
I thought meets it beats it.
Yeah, meets it. So
Yeah. She points. Since you did all that, but you did not give up, that is a big plus to her. Anyway, me must go feed Duck. And down she goes to feed the duck.
And as George flies up, he is actually going to look and see if he can spot out where the, even if it's just a speck, he's gonna see if he can spot out where the main base is, or if there's any other like bases or here's anything out of the ordinary from where he's at.
you do see more lights to the east, but they are very small. Implying that they are very far away.
He'll then just let out a sigh, and we'll start flying down back to the ground.
Hey, thanks for watching the video until the end. If you want to see more of my stuff, click on either the vids on screen or check out my YouTube channel. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe, and check the description for more places to follow me. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll be seeing you.